UCF Vero Beach. Christian FM.
Vero Nation Network and Christian FM Sports presents Countdown to Kickoff. Brought to you by Cap's Pizza and Pub.
3, 2, 1.
Get ready for Vero football. Christian FM Sports brings you the insights into the Fighting Indians with Matt Paris, Bobby Paris, GT Paris, Gary Paris. Now, the voice of the Fighting Indians, Paul Tipton.
After a full week of homecoming and a win over your district rival, it's time to seek out a district title. Hey, Vero Nation, I'm Paul Tipton. Welcome to South County Stadium, home to the Treasure Coast Titans. Week 10 has Vero matched with district rival Treasure Coast with a district title and a playoff berth on the line. You know, a year ago at the Citrus Bowl, it came down to a field goal in overtime for Vero to get the win. And you have to believe that Treasure Coast has been thinking about that loss and will be looking for some payback. For years, Vero really had the upper hand, but the last 3 to 4 seasons, it's come down to the last play. So get ready for a good one tonight. We got about an hour before we get to kickoff. So ahead of us, we're going to check in with GT from the field. Bobby's here with Women of the Fighting Indians. We'll talk with Eddie Torres and more. Matt is with our head coach, Lenny Jankowski, to talk about all things Vero Beach and homecoming last week. So let's send it down to Matt.
Well, Coach Jay, last week, Martin County came into the Citrus Bowl district game, a big one for us, and we came away with a 28-3 victory. Let's start with the offense and just give your assessment of the effort from the boys last week.
Yeah, obviously we had I think a very convincing win against the team that and we've been guarded against even comparing from week to week, so I don't want to put too much into what happened last season. But obviously Martin County had knocked us off last season and beat us down at their place, and so to win the game 28-3, obviously it's very satisfying, and I felt like in all three phases. Each phase of the game complemented one another, and offensively speaking, we came out and scored those 21 first half points, and I felt like we had some things rolling, especially early on, and took advantage of some field position, did some things, like I said, to complement the other phases of the game, but most importantly, got in the end zone and finished drives off. I do feel like we left some points out there, and we've discussed that and talked about that this week, and the importance of finishing drives, and basically, I think sometimes it comes down to not even wasting a play on a drive. We try to make sure that everything is going in a positive direction. But I think in credit to Martin County, I think their front seven is one of the better ones that not only that we've seen so far, but that we'll see throughout the season. They've got some really good players. I think they do a good job. And not to knock their back end, but I definitely think that their front seven guys, are really good players, and they do a good job as a staff. So I was pleased with the way we played, but I think again to speak of the compliments of the three phases of the game, I think the defensively we just really set the tone and did some good things on special teams as well, and it was just one of those games where I felt like the offense certainly did enough to win the game, but left some things out there.
Coach, your quarterback, Tyler Aronson, second year here, and last year this was the game that he got hurt, a little bit of payback against Martin County, but just watching him in the pocket, and he just looks so poised and I guess just a command of your offense.
Yeah, Tyler's, we've counted on him not just for, obviously his talents, but also his leadership, and I think that quarterback position, whether you like it or not, really kind of sets the tone for the offense, and there's a lot that goes into that, body language and demeanor, and doing some things with urgency and all those kinds of things, and I think Tyler continues to improve on that and has done a great job, but I think he'd be the first to tell you that he obviously wants to continue to improve in all those areas as well, and be the best that he can can be. He's a perfectionist and works really hard at his craft, and I know that he's got some lofty goals, not just individually but as a team as well, and so we're just going to need him to continue to improve and play the best that he can play down the stretch.
Coach, there was a few times that you pulled in a few guys from the defense, E.J. White, Tutu Griffin. Who else was on that one? R.J. Jones. And, from the booth perspective, there was just speed all over the field. Yeah, I mean, those guys are talented players, and not just speed. I think what it does when we have those guys on the offensive side of the ball, it brings a physical presence. They've got some length. And, when the guys that they come in for, the guys that they replace, so to speak, on the offensive side of the ball, I think because of our success and because of, what we've been doing, people forget or fail to realize that we've got a lot of young talent on the offensive side of the ball, a lot of guys, sophomores, contributing, especially at the skill position. And so, anytime you're talking about freshmen and sophomores, those guys aren't sometimes as physical or as big as some of these other guys. And, so you take those guys out and bring in some length and some of that defensive mindset, some of that physical mindset that to the offensive side of the ball, it always gives us a little boost. That's Coach Lenny Jankowski talking about last week's victory, 28-3 over Martin County. From the offensive perspective, when we come back, we're going to have him break down the defense from last week. You're listening to Countdown to Kickoff on your Christian FM.
Cafe 66, located on US 1 just south of 8th Street. At Cafe 66, our breakfast menu is all about variety. From biscuits and gravy, to country fried steak and eggs, to Nutella stuffed French toast. Our lunch and dinner menus have something for everyone, from barbecue platters to unique burgers. Our hours online at cafe66vero.com. We proudly support the Fighting Indians.
Cap's Pizza and Pub, a proud sponsor of the Fighting Indians and Christian FM, serving Vero for over 35 years. Cap's offers Italian cuisine, including pizza, strombolis, calzones, hot and cold subs, plus wings. A family-owned and operated business, John and his staff are happy to serve. Cap's Pizza and Pub, 725 27th Avenue Southwest, Vero Beach, 772-770-2277 or capspizzamenu.com.
Hi, Derek West here from the Genesis Church of Vero Beach. We are proud supporters of Fighting Indians football and Vero Beach athletics. We invite you to join us this Sunday at 9:15 for our services. If you can't join us in person, please visit us online at gcvero.com. Genesis Church of Vero Beach, place of love where honest men are known and unafraid to love the hardest on. Visit us at gcvero.com.
More Countdown to Kickoff by Cap's Pizza and Pub.
Welcome back to Countdown to Kickoff. I'm Dr. Matt, hanging out with Coach Lenny Jankowski. Coach, last week, Martin County comes into the Citrus Bowl, takes the big loss, 28-3. Your defense, Coach, coming up with 4 interceptions on the night. Yeah, I mean, what a defensive effort, all in all, and goodness, when you have 4 takeaways and you don't give any back to them, and you win that turnover margin the way we did, you better win the game, right? And so, but the 4 turnovers were such big plays for us. I don't know that there's ever a turnover that's not, but I mean, just the points that resulted in them directly. I mean, obviously the pick 6 speaks for itself, but and just some great individual plays, or I say individual, but there were multiple individuals that did some big things on these plays. Obviously, the interception by T.J. Alford, on their sideline. There's a big play where Tutu Griffin knocks the ball, from the receiver's hands into the air, and TJ's there, and the right guy at the right spot, and has the athleticism to get it at its high point, and then do a lot with it after the ball. He had a nice return, and to set up great field position. We score the next play. And then RJ's interception on our sideline, where he just takes the ball and steals it
from the receiver. And again, that's just one of those. We talk about this, a lot, that it's got to be more important to us than it is to them, and whatever we're doing, and certainly in a game. And so I think it was apparent in that play with RJ that it was more important to him than it was to them on that play. And he gets the interception. We get the ball there. And then Elijah's, both his interceptions, obviously his finish on the pick six was a great one, and then he sealed the game. We were up 28-3, and he gets the interception and gets it out of the end zone, and I think does a little kneel down, and so all four of those plays were big plays, and I think it was really just an explanation point of how well we played on defense. I thought we did a great job of putting them in positions where they were uncomfortable, and I think that's a big part of playing defense, is take them out of their comfort zone. They're a big running team, and that's kind of what they've hung their hat on. And again, credit to our defensive coaches, Coach Mata, and our defensive staff for coming up with a great plan, and our players just executing, going out and tackling well, playing with a lot of effort, a lot of energy, and again, just executing the plan, and it was nice to see. It was a lot of fun.
Coach, one of the things I noticed this last week, Martin County, we had different formations, and you had TJ Offord playing different. He was sometimes on the line, sometimes in the backfield. You had different stuff. But it didn't seem like it slowed the kids down at all. They were still playing with their hair on fire, and, of course, that's what you want for your defense, and pretty impressive.
I think our coaches do a great job of, within our regular scheme, and I know it appears that, we've got all these moving parts, and I think that's accurate. We do have a lot of movement on our defense, but there's guys that, may start in a certain place and end up somewhere else. And really all of our linebackers, TJ, Kevin Pollock, Afion Rivers, Jay Sean Hendricks, you'll see these guys move to different spots on the defense and create this difficult look for an opposing offense. You don't know where these guys, and TJ is he's a force, and he's a big, athletic, physical player that can do a lot of things. So I think more than anything, really just like coaching, any of the three phases of the game, what we try to do is play to the strength of our personnel. And when you have that position versatility, so to speak, and those guys are versatile and you're able to move around and do some different things, I think it makes it very fun for us as coaches, and our coaches do a nice job of putting those guys in positions to make plays.
Well, that's Coach Jay talking about his defense from last week as they took down Martin County 28-3. We'll be right back. You're listening to Countdown to Kickoff on your Christian FM.
Cafe 66, located on US 1 just south of 8th Street. At Cafe 66, our breakfast menu is all about variety. From biscuits and gravy to country fried steak and eggs to Nutella stuffed French toast. Our lunch and dinner menus have something for everyone. From barbecue platters to unique burgers. Our hours online at cafe66vero.com. We proudly support the Fighting Indians.
Gino's Nutrition Shop carries a wide selection of safe supplements for athletes no matter their age, especially regular gym goers. I'm Gino, and we love supporting the Fighting Indians. Our supplements work for muscle recovery, hydration, focus, immunity health, along with grab-and-go meals. At Gino's Nutrition Shop in Miracle Mile, our customers are family.
A septic system is only as good as the installation and maintenance. Reliable Septic is the name known along the coast for being the professionals who install and service these systems for both residential and commercial uses. They'll determine the on-site needs and design considerations for a complete wastewater treatment system. Thanks to Reliable Septic Service. 772-562-4242.
More Countdown to Kickoff by Cap's Pizza and Pub.
Well, Coach Jay, Vero Beach, we are known around the state for having one of the top programs, and I think that's because our community just gets behind our program, and young kids want to play for Vero Beach High School. They want to play for Coach Jankowski at this high school in the Citrus Bowl. So, with that being said, what advice do you have for maybe a middle schooler or someone that's younger that's looking to get into the 9th grade program?
Well, I guess the best advice that I would have, and obviously, this is my 13th season here at Vero, and I've had 3 kids that have graduated from Vero Beach High School, one specifically that played football here, and my daughter cheered here, and all those kinds of things. It is a special place. One of the reasons, obviously, that we chose to move our family here and be a part of this special school and the special program. I guess to start with, I would just say, enjoy the process and enjoy every minute, enjoy every day. And if we're talking specifically of somebody that's in middle school, that's maybe in a youth program, or may play another sport and think that, and when they get to high school, they're going to try football, to really just trust the process and understand that it is a process. Anytime you move from something to something else, if you're going from middle school to high school, there's there's a lot that goes into our football program. When we have incoming 9th graders, especially, the more talented they are, sometimes the more that you have to kind of rein them in a little bit. And one of the things that I like to tell and share with our kids and our new parents is that, contrary to popular belief, it's a lot different than just tossing the ball to the fast kid once you get to high school. There's a lot more involved to playing all the positions, and so it is a process, and we're very fortunate. I've got a wonderful staff that not only are they great with X's and O's and strategy, but they're just really solid people. I think people that we would all want our sons to be around on and off the field. Great individuals, and so I think that once you get to high school, and I'm on the back end of this now, and people I remember hearing this, that enjoy it while it's happening, because it just flies by, and it really does, especially when you're on the back side of this, and I would just say, don't get things out of order. I think that's happening a lot right now, that I've heard from, different parents of 9th or 10th graders that, well, I've got to have some certain kind of film because my son's going to play in college or has aspirations of doing this or doing that. And again, those things happen in order for a reason, and I think that it's very difficult to understand and trust that process, because we got great parents, and I think it's undeniable that parents, there's nobody that loves their child more than a parent does, and so we try to do our best as parents, and I know all parents do that, and there's no guidebook, there's nothing that says you have to do it this way or it's going to be perfect if you do it this way. We don't have a crystal ball to look into, and so we just kind of have to have a lot of faith and a lot of trust, and I certainly do in the guys that we have in our program, and we do have a lot of fun. It is very demanding, and there's a commitment level that is undeniable. But I think more than anything, the thing that makes us most proud, me most proud as a coach, is the relationships that happen along the way. And so yeah, we've got guys that go on and play in college, and we've got guys that do really well and end up in the newspaper and all that kind of stuff. But it really is a team setting, and we've got a genuine care for all of our players, and there's a lot of relationships that are developed with players, with parents, and our community, as you mentioned. And so it's a lot of fun. I would say, to sum it up, that just be involved, be active. Allow people that you've trusted to do their jobs, and put the trust there, and just enjoy it. It's a lot of fun. Make Friday nights a big part of your routine, because like I said, I don't think there's a better place that's doing it.
Coach, you mentioned trusting the process, and I think the poster boy for that in Vero Beach would be Carter Stanley, coming in as a freshman, where he was as a freshman, and where he ended up as a senior, and then beyond.
Yeah, so Carter, I mean, he's one of my, first quarterbacks, and I forget what it all kind of runs together this point, but what year he graduated. But when he started as a freshman, we had 3 teams: a varsity, a junior varsity, and a freshman, and he was the 4th string freshman quarterback, and could probably walk under this table, but he was a great kid, a really good athlete, and we tried to figure out where he was going to be best. We'd actually talked about moving his position, and he stuck with quarterback. And his sophomore year, he kind of rotated as a part-time JV starter, and then his junior year, he was a backup on the varsity team, and then his senior year, he was a 1-year starter and lit it up and won a bunch of games. Then went on to Kansas and the University of Kansas. And I remember when he was the starting quarterback at Kansas, and they had beat Texas, and his head coach at Kansas called me, and I think he had been celebrating a little bit and had called me, and he said, Coach, he said they built statues out here of quarterbacks that beat Texas. And so I thought that was a really cool story. And Carter's gone on, and he's doing really well. He's living over in the Tampa area and working in finance, and he's going to be successful in all that he does. He's will go down in the record books as one of my all-time favorite guys. But he certainly trusted the process and did everything that he could to make the most of it. And I know he had a lot of fun along the way.
Well, that's Coach Jay with a little advice to the young ones and to the parents as well. Trust the process. We come back, we're going to talk about tonight's game against Treasure Coast. We'll be right back.
Hi, JW from Barker Air Conditioning. These hot and humid days sure do take a toll on your air conditioning system. Barker Air Conditioning offers our ESA annual or semi-annual maintenance plans to keep things in good working order. Barker Air Conditioning, servicing Indian River County since 1959.
Molinari Pools is a proud supporter of Fighting Indians football and Christian FM. A family-owned and operated business, the Molinari family, longtime members of this community. Joel Molinari, a former Fighting Indian, loves serving the Treasure Coast residents from pool cleaning to repairs to pool remodeling. Molinari Pools. Love people, love pools. 772-778-2633 or molinaripools.com.
Thanks to Roy Bell Grading Services for sponsoring Fighting Indians football and the Fighting Indians postgame show.
Hi, my name is Chase Bell, and my father Roy has served Indian River County in the grading industry for over 40 years. My family and I are proud supporters of Christian FM and the Vero Beach Fighting Indians. Go Vero!
No job too small or too big. Roy Bell Grading Services. We roll the earth. 77473 4559. Roy Bell Grading Services.
More Countdown to Kickoff by Cap's Pizza and Pub.
Well, Coach, here it comes down to tonight's game against Treasure Coast. Winner is the district champ. We've played Treasure Coast well. Obviously, when you look at the record, it's heavily favored in our way, but doesn't mean they haven't been really close games, particularly because of that offense that they run, that we just don't see a lot of that. So kind of go through that offense and what we're going to see tonight.
Yeah, I mean, I remember when Treasure Coast went to this offense, and I think we had seen it again at a camp, with a Popka, and they had a coach up there that kind of was in this offense. It's coined the single wing. It's got versions of the wing tee and gap blocking and pullers and overload formations and all those kinds of things. I think that what makes it most challenging is that it is it's unique, and it's unique from a formation standpoint. So you have to get lined up to something that you're not used to getting lined up to. There's motions and shifts and overloads. And really, I think if you just said, okay, what is their goal? Their goal is to have more hats at the point of attack than their opponent. And so that's really everybody's goal offensively. That's what we're trying to do offensively. That's what everybody, and you can do that by spreading them out, or you can do them by creating a clock pile. And so that's kind of what they've got, is they've got this pile of guys in there, and that's what the single wing is. And then, you got more on one side of the center than you have on the other, and then you motion a guy back over there, and now you're snapping it to the guy that's running, and now the numbers become very favorable to the offense. And so Typically in the brand of football that everybody watches on Saturday and Sunday and a lot on Friday now, is that when the defense holds the offense to a 4-yard gain, the defense is celebrating, and so in this, when you're going against this offense and you hold the offense to a 4-yard gain, you can celebrate, but they're over there celebrating as well, and because it's been a few years since I've taught math, but 3 times 4 is 12, and you only need 10 to get a first down. So if they're getting those first downs and they're eating up clock, and the clock is their friend, and they're limiting the time that you're on offense, and they're getting you, quote unquote, they're breaking your rhythm, and all the things that you try to do offensively, they're trying to take you away from that. So again, they do a really good job of it. I think they've got everybody within at least I don't know what the radius is around their school, but they've got a youth league adjacent to their school where they've got hundreds of kids and hundreds of parents believing in what they're doing, and they've created a culture at their school where people are excited about the brand of offense, and so again, I got a lot of respect for Coach Jones and his staff and how they've really branded this offense, so to speak, to kind of mimic their style of play, and I think it we've talked about complementary football when we're referring to Vero's style, and I think they play very complementary football in their style. They've always been known for playing great defense, and then you put this offense in, then you combine it with the linemen. They always do really well. They have big O linemen, dominant O linemen, and then they have talented skill players. So again, it all works together. It all complements one another. It creates a lot of challenges for us, and we've enjoyed playing these guys. It's rough to prepare for, and it's rough to play the games. But I would be lying to you if I said that I in a weird kind of way didn't enjoy the process of getting ready and preparing for these guys. It is a challenge, but I think we'll be ready tonight.
There's no doubt, Coach. We have confidence in you and the whole staff. You will get the boys ready. Well, as always, we thank you for sitting down with us. We'll let you get to the boys, and we'll be right back. You're listening to Countdown to Kickoff on your Christian FM.
Smart, stylish, fly, these are the words of Dapper. Joey's Downtown Dapper, a barbershop that provides more than haircuts. They provide a fun experience with a local flavor. Owner Joey Lucchini is a lifelong resident of Vero Beach, loves supporting local charities, youth sports, and Fighting Indians football. Joey's Downtown Dapper, 2005 14th Avenue, downtown Vero Beach, a supporter of Christian FM.
Hi, JW from Barker Air Conditioning. These hot and humid days sure do take a toll on your air conditioning system. Barker Air Conditioning offers our ESA annual or semi-annual maintenance plans to keep things in good working order. Barker Air Conditioning, servicing Indian River County since 1959.
Christian FM can put this game on the radio thanks to the support of businesses like Chuck Bateman State Farm Insurance in Vero Beach. Chuck's goal is to create an atmosphere where customers can talk about what's important to them. He's also a huge supporter of our local chapter of the Fellowship of Christian Athletes. Chuck's phone is 567-1106 or chuckbatemaninsurance.com.
The mission of the Fighting Indian is excellence, teamwork, and consistency. The same holds true for the McCall Agency, Inc., a local independent agency and broker and fourth-generation resident of Vero Beach. To learn more about their insurance products and risk management, 772-473-6856. And their site is McCallAgencyInc.com, serving the Treasure Coast since 1956.
More Countdown to Kickoff by Caps Pizza and Pub.
Well, welcome back, Vero Nation, as we get set for tonight's matchup. And boy, oh boy, is this going to be a big one tonight. This is the one that we circled on the calendar, and we said if all things go right, this could be for the district title. Well, all things have gone right, and this is going to be for the district title tonight. So you got Vero Beach taking on Treasure Coast in Treasure Coast territory here at South County Stadium. Matt, when we always come down here, it's always an interesting time. I mean, even from just getting set up to possible technical problems, all these different things that seem just never happen at home, they happen here. And so for Vero Beach, we've seen some interesting games played here. And most times, I hate to even say it this way, but it starts with officiating. Sometimes you just kind of go, not sure about that call.
You know what? That's pretty much any sport, any level. You look at it and you say, hey, I need to be at least a touchdown or at least a field goal better than the just to make us even because the calls or whatever. And that, you know what? And I really believe it's a crowd thing. The crowd gets into it. The refs get into it. It's it's not like I don't hope some of it's not intentional.
I don't think so.
But you just that's what the home field advantage is all about. You know, when you sit there and there's a big hit and the whole crowd starts going nuts and all of a sudden the ref goes, "Oh, maybe I'll throw it on that," because he's hearing it just like we're hearing it.
Yeah.
And but yeah, anytime you're on the road, you always say like, "Hey, we need to be at least 3 points better just to be even."
All right, so that said, we got the teams that will actually be on the field tonight. This is going to be a tough one. The last, for the longest time, Vero Beach dominated Treasure Coast. Coach Jay was undefeated, I think, for the first 10 seasons. Then Coach Irv Jones, they righted the ship. They got their first win against Vero Beach, broke our regular season streak, in fact. And then it's been kind of back and forth. And last year came down to a field goal in overtime to win the game, and, boy, it barely got across the crossbar. But still, it got across. We got the win. We got the district title. So you know that these Titans have been stewing on this all season long.
Oh, there's no doubt. And, what Coach Jones has done, and he's done it to perfection, is he's learned this offense. This wasn't his original offense when he came into Treasure Coast. He adopted this offense at schools like Popka, who've a couple state championships, and not only did he adopt it, he's got everyone in his team, in his community, to buy into this particular wing T style offense. And it's not a lot of schools are running it right now. You go back to the 50s, everybody ran it. Mm-hmm. You go into a little bit of the 90s, there was a wing T that came out, and then everyone got away from it. Well, they brought it back, and they run it, and it's a tough offense to prepare for defensively, and so that's why they do. And when they run it, they run it well, and they got the linemen, they got the running backs, they got everyone to buy into it, and they do it to perfection. And that's why these games are close, because all things you look and you say, okay, well, we can score on these guys, but can you stop them? And can you get the ball back? That's the key.
And going back, if there was still a coach here that you played under, my guess is he'd probably be running that offense as well.
There's no doubt, Coach Livings. There's no doubt. Coach Livings loved to control. His whole mindset was like, hey, if we can be in it in the fourth quarter, hey, we got a chance because we're going to outwork guys, we're going to out-hustle them, and we're going to have better conditioning. That was kind of his mindset. That's the mindset for Treasure Coast. It's like, hey, we're going to limit possessions. Mm-hmm. We're going to take advantage of our possessions because we're going to just grind the ball. We're going to get first downs, hopefully get a score. If we get a stop on you, we can do it again. And all of a sudden, you're going to see a whole quarter's gone by, and you maybe have had one possession.
How do you balance, as a player, I know this is an important game because the district title's on the line, and just go to, we got to stay with our routine and not let this be any different.
What I think that goes to the coaching, and I think that starts from day one. When you come into each week, you're doing you're doing the same thing. We're going to have a Monday's practice for a game week. We're going to have Mondays. We're going to have Tuesday. It's just everything is going to be the same. So this week, come on, guess what? We're going to have Monday's practice. Monday's practice is going to be the same that we just did for the other 8 games, all right? And then Tuesday's going to look the same. And then Wednesday, and here, the little difference is, this is a Saturday game. It's not a Friday game. But I think that actually, I would say, it plays advantage to us because we have one more week to prepare. One more day to prepare for this little bit of a funky offense. Whereas Treasure Coast has been going against offenses like ours all season.
Sure.
But for us, that gives us one more day to prepare and just to get the guys one more look. The unfortunate thing is there's no way in practice that Paul, we can simulate the speed and the efficiency of what the Treasure Coast offense does.
That's true. So will one extra day make a difference or not? We're going to find out in just a little while. We're going to take a break. We're going to come back. We're going to talk a little bit more. Playoffs are just around the corner. Hard to believe. We are in Week 10, by the way, and it means we've got this game and one more game to finish out the regular season. Can't talk about next week until we get done with tonight. It's a big one. District title is on the line. We've got more coming up. We're counting down to kickoff here at your Christian FM.
Cafe 66, located on US 1 just south of 8th Street. At Cafe 66, our breakfast menu is all about variety. From biscuits and gravy to country fried steak and eggs to Nutella stuffed French toast. Our lunch and dinner menus have something for everyone, from barbecue platters to unique burgers. Our hours online at cafe66vero.com. We proudly support the Fighting Indians.
Christian FM thanks Paris Family Chiropractic for their support. Dr. Matt Paris is a longtime resident of Vero Beach and a former quarterback for the Fighting Indians. Just like our Fighting Indians work hard for the win, Dr. Paris works hard for a patient's well-being. From proper alignment to good nutrition, Dr. Paris helps patients achieve the win. Paris Family Chiropractic. When the spine is in line, everything is fine. FamilyChiro.com.
Durfee Heating and Cooling, a longtime friend and supporter of Christian FM. Durfee's Heating and Cooling offers air conditioning and cooling. 772-978-84.
More Countdown to Kickoff by Caps Pizza and Pub.
Well, Vero Nation, here it is. It's Week 10 of high school football, and in a blink of an eye, we went from the preseason game to Week 10, and tonight Vero Beach is on the road to take on Treasure Coast, and that means district title opportunity here for Vero Beach. All right, Matt, we talked in the last segment about that, Treasure Coast has a very particular style of offense that they want to run. So if you're a Vero Beach defense, what's keys for Vero tonight?
All right, the key tonight, Paul, as I've been watching film, is a couple of things. One, we have to be disciplined, all right? You can't get lulled into them running the sweep, because they'll run a counter or they'll do a little reverse on you. So the backside has to be patient, all right, and has to stay home. The other thing is you got to be unselfish in this defense. When I'm talking about that is this, Paul. When you're a linebacker, there's going to be times where you're the front side linebacker to the play. You just got to mash. You just got to go in there and allow the backside or the middle linebacker to clean up, all right? Because the next play, you're going to get the opportunity, all right? When you play unselfish in that manner, then you're allowing the other guys to do their job. What happens is if you become unselfish, then you're trying to slip a block, and now you get blocked, the other guy gets blocked, and there's a big run. So unselfish, just do your job, and I think we can stop this offense.
Offense. What do you feel like are keys for the Vero tonight?
Paul, we got to stop hurting ourselves. Okay, no holding. Make sure we're moving forward, and really it just comes down to executing and making sure that the ball's getting to the right guy. Okay, and then we get an opportunity to make a play. I mean, it's been there all season. We've talked about it, Paul. It's like right there from some explosive. And we've had some big wins, but even coaches talked about it. We're just it's right there. And I think if we can do that and we can stay consistent on those levels, we'll do fine.
Absolutely. Well, Matt and I will be up here with a bird's eye view down at field level as GT Paris. And GT, what's the mood and the vibe down there tonight as the guys get warmed up?
Well, they just on the field, so they coming on late. So I hadn't really got to them. Vero is going about their business. They're really serious over there. There's not a lot of hoopla. They know the importance of the game, so they know the importance of the game. So the coaches right now, it's still got about 18 minutes, and you don't want to peak early. So they're trying to, I think, build up, and then it all break loose with about 3 or 4 minutes to go. So I think that's what they're doing. But I tell you, you know how important this game is in our community. I went out to dinner last night with my wife, and I ran into a couple of old friends and players. Their question wasn't, hey, GT, how you doing? It was, hey, what about tomorrow night? How's Vero going to do? It's a measuring stick. I mean, literally, that's what the first things out of their mouth were. So everybody understands the importance, especially the last few years, of what this game stands for, what this means, not only in our community, but going into the playoffs. So we're all understanding. So these players, they feel that tension, and there is a little tension, So to sit there and say, oh, they're coming in here super relaxed. No, you want them to be wound up a little bit. I think they're going to build up, but I think it's going to be a great game. You know what you're going to get with Treasure Coast? You're going to get a well-disciplined team, a team that is just goes every play 100%, and they go all out. So we'll come up as the game goes. We'll go over some of the keys that you guys talked about down here on the sidelines. But I look for it to be a phenomenal game. Weather is great. Pretty windy down here, but it's not that bad. Shouldn't affect much of the game. So, hey, I'd normally say a great Friday night, but what a great Saturday night to have some high school football.
Absolutely. Last night, Centennial played on this turf. They had a home game. And then today, there were some activities down there on the field as well. And then we got a game, obviously, tonight. What's the field look like down there?
You know, I was thinking the same thing. I was walking around a little bit of it. It's held up. It doesn't seem loose. And I mean, like, you know, I was trying to do a couple foot things. It's not sticky anywhere. There's no spots on the field that seem to be giving up or like I said, sobbing wet from a little bit of the rain. Overall, it's pretty good, you know. I would say, especially for all that. So I don't think the field should come into play as far as that. We shouldn't have that, you know, there shouldn't be an excuse there. So other than a little bit of wind, really the only conditions down here that I could see affecting, especially us that throws the ball, Treasure Coast not so much. So we'll have pretty good wind and see how it plays. One thing I will tell you, though, and we got to really, we didn't talk about this, special teams. Where are we right now in special teams? We've got a punter out. We know we're still working on some kicking game. Close games we've seen. Last year we saw we won with a little bit of, you know, kick. It just barely made it over. So where is Vero right now with special teams, and how important will this be tonight and going forward as we progress?
Very good point. Yeah, it could come down to a kick of some sort, and we'll see. You know, are our guys up to it? Is Marson ready to make a pressure kind of kick? We'll find out. Or is it going to be a special teams play that decides this ball game? We're going to find out shortly. We're going to step aside. We're going to get a chance to meet Eddie Torres, and Bobby's going to be here with another episode of Women of the Fighting Indians. We're counting down to kickoff here at your Christian FM.
Hi, JW from Barker Air Conditioning. These hot and humid days sure do take a toll on your air conditioning system. Barker Air Conditioning offers our ESA annual or semi-annual maintenance plans to keep things in good working order. Barker Air Conditioning, serving Indian River County since 1959.
Thanks to Longevity Rehab Centers in Vero Beach and Sebastian, owned by locals whose mission is to help heal those who are hurting with a goal of getting them back to a productive life. Longevity Rehab has built a reputation of trust with their clients from the top down, offering both physical and massage therapy designed to restore, relieve, or maintain a healthy lifestyle. Blue Cross Blue Shield, Humana, Cigna, United Healthcare, Health First, Medicare, and most insurances are accepted. LongevityRehab.com.
Hi, I'm Shelly, owner of Dog Training Elite, Treasure Coast. Our family passion is to help the families that come to us create peace and harmony in the home with their beloved family dog. At Dog Training Elite, we're dedicated to helping our clients, along with their dogs, learn obedience, manners, or train to be service dogs. Any size and age, we can help. Online at dogtrainingelite.treasurecoast.com. Go Indians!
The safety of young athletes is priority one. The professionals at Vero Elite Rehab and Orthopedic Surgery are the official physicians for Fighting Indians sports. We thank them for helping make this broadcast possible. They offer care in orthopedics, physical medicine, and rehabilitation. More at prosportsandeleterehab.com.
Welcome back to Countdown to Kickoff on the Vero Nation Network. Time to get to know your Indians.
All right, we're with our starting wide receiver, Eddie Torres. Eddie, last year you were down in Martin County, and now you're here at Vero Beach. So let me start with this question. How'd you end up at Vero?
I ended up at Vero because I knew this season was going to be good for them, and I knew the offense was going to be more towards me and how I play. So it was going to be...
How surreal was it last Friday playing against your former teammates?
Oh, it felt good. It was great competition out there. Friends on the other team. It was great. It was great.
Any conversations before the game?
Oh, of course. You know they always talking smack. They always going to say something.
Yeah. What were the conversations like after the game?
Oh, they're talking about, oh, y'all got this one, blah blah blah. It was crazy. It was fun, but other than that, it was good game. Just good job in total.
All right. You were just telling me a little while ago, I had no idea that last year when you were down in Martin County, you tore up your knee and you've been dealing with rehab. So you're just now getting back out on the field, man. Talk about that journey.
Oh, it was a long process. It was from September last year to August of this year, me doing straight physical therapy. And thank God for my physical therapist. He got my knee right, got me to trust my leg more, and it just did great.
So coach is finding different ways for you to contribute. As a receiver, you got, 10 receptions, I think 160 yards and a couple of touchdowns, man. So you're doing it well. But then last Friday night, you got to step in because Wetmiller's got an injury, so you're coming to punt, man, and I think with 5 punts or something like that in the game, and you're averaging 35 yards. Where's that come from?
From Little League, I've always been punting no matter what. I was always good at it, just never. But this last Friday, it just helped out on the defensive side too, changing the field, and it just helped out a lot.
Certainly did. What was it like when you went out there the first time in live action to punt on Friday?
It was kind of, I was low-key nervous. I was nervous a little bit, but after the first one, after I seen I did a decent job kicking it the first time, after that, it was just, I was calmed down. I just kicked the ball.
On the yard line, that was awesome too. Doesn't hurt to have that turf either. You get some nice big passes off of that.
The turf is amazing, trust me.
Absolutely. Not out here practicing or playing on the football field. What's fun or downtime for you?
Honestly, my downtime is going straight to work. Sometimes I have to practice, and I work at McDonald's, so I go straight to, sometimes I go home, take a shower, go straight to work, and then after work, go home, do a little bit of homework, and repeat every day.
Yeah. Wow, so you're a bit. Tell me about your family.
My mom, Miyoshi, she's great. She's my support, my everything. My dad, Ephraim, he's another one who's hard on me, loves me hard, and they're just great. My siblings, my brother, Ephraim Jr. and Delani, they both there for me, and I'm really proud that I got to support a family.
Now, as far as the brothers go, where are you?
He's trying to get out there too, trying to force my parents to let him go out there. They're just a little bit scared for him right now.
Wow, that's great, man. So you're a senior. You're probably thinking about what's next for you after your senior season's done. College, what are you thinking about? If you could pick a school, where would you go?
If I had to pick a school, I'd probably go to North Carolina. I'm not trying to stay in Florida. I'm trying to get away, try to get out of state, but North Carolina is definitely a top school for me.
Cool. So if you get to Chapel Hill, what are you studying?
Sports medicine.
Oh, nice. Given the fact that you have rehab, you got a lot of experience here, huh?
Yes, sir.
All right, Eddie Torres, folks. Eddie, thanks for the time.
Thank you for having me.
Cafe 66, located on US 1 just south of 8th Street. At Cafe 66, our breakfast menu is all about variety. From biscuits and gravy to country fried steak and eggs to Nutella stuffed French toast. Our lunch and dinner menus have something for everyone, from barbecue platters to unique burgers. Our hours online at cafe66vero.com. We proudly support the Fighting Indians.
HBS Glass is a proud supporter of Fighting Indians Athletics and Christian FM. Since 1973, HBS Glass has served homeowners, architects, and contractors in the Vero Beach area. HBS Glass offers hurricane impact windows and doors. HBS Glass, 722 3rd Place or hbsglass.com. Thanks to HBS Glass. Downtown Dipper Ice Cream Shop on 14th Avenue in Vero Beach. Downtown Dipper is a step back in time to an old school ice cream shop, serving 24 flavors of hand-scooped ice cream. A family-owned and operated ice cream shop. Open Tuesday through Sunday and closed on Mondays. Thanks to Downtown Dipper for supporting Christian FM and the Fighting Indians.
It's countdown to kickoff. Now, here's Bobby Paris.
Welcome to Women of the Fighting Indians. I am Bobby Paris, and I have the privilege of interviewing the moms of our senior varsity football players. My guest this evening is the delightful Sia DeLuke. She is mom to Joey DeLuke, number 53 on our O-line. But we have a double privilege tonight because her husband is also Coach Pete DeLuke. So welcome, CO.
Hi, Bobby. Thank you for having me.
Oh, it's a delight. Okay, so this is your story. So tell us about CO.
I was born in Houston, Texas, and I lived there most of my life. And then after I graduated high school, I spent a year in Costa Rica living with my mother's family and teaching English to adults at night. And during the day, I was taking college courses. Dr. Peggy Jones hired me, and the same year she hired Pete DeLuke, and that's where we met. We were married at St. Helens in 2000, and that's 23 years now.
Wow.
And then we have 3 kids, 2 boys and a girl. Peter is 20, Joey's 18, and Olivia's 14. Become an assistant principal, and I'm in the Leadership Academy in Brevard County.
What does that involve when you say, how much preparation goes into something like that?
Well, I have my master's in educational leadership, and I have to pass my FELI exam, which would make me certified in administration, and then start applying for different positions that open up.
You're in Brevard, so you like Brevard? I guess you do.
Yes, my brother's father lived in Brevard, and I went to community college there, and so I'm familiar with the Melbourne, Palm Bay area.
So join me, Bobby Paris, at halftime for more of Women of Fighting Indians football.
Cafe 66, located on US 1 just south of 8th Street. At Cafe 66, our breakfast menu is all about variety. From biscuits and gravy to country fried steak and eggs to Nutella stuffed French toast. Our lunch and dinner menus have something for everyone, from barbecue platters to unique burgers. Our hours online at cafe66vero.com. We proudly support the Fighting Indians.
Ohana Water Systems is proud to partner with Christian FM. Hi, I'm Mikey, owner of Ohana Water Systems. We've created a technology that takes city and even well water and turn it into drinkable, pH-balanced, remineralized alkaline water throughout the entire house. Our system also protects the plumbing and appliances from hard water damage. No obligation consultations and water testing available. Online at ohanawatersystems.com.
The Fighting Indians rely on teamwork, and so does Christian FM. One of those teammates is Scott Sporting Goods. Scott Sporting Goods features an array of sporting equipment, including clothes and shoes. They are also the ones that fit our Fighting Indians broadcast team with the Fighting Indians apparel. Located in downtown Vero Beach, 1407 20th Street. Their phone number is 778-0661. Thanks to Scott Sporting Goods. Cap's Pizza and Pub, a proud sponsor of the Fighting Indians and Christian FM, serving Vero for over 35 years. Cap's offers Italian cuisine, including pizza, strombolis, calzones, hot and cold subs, plus wings. A family-owned and operated business, John and his staff are happy to serve. Cap's Pizza and Pub, 725 27th Avenue Southwest, Vero Beach, 772-770-2277 or capspizzamenu.com.
Ohana Water Systems is proud to partner with Christian FM. Hi, I'm Mikey, owner of Ohana Water Systems. We've created a technology that takes city and even well water and turn it into drinkable, pH-balanced, remineralized alkaline water throughout the entire house. Our system also protects the plumbing and appliances from hard water damage. No obligation consultations and water testing available. Online at ohanawatersystems.com.
WSTF Vero Beach, Christian FM.
Wide open is Isaiah Roberts, who's got it. Take it to the house. Reservation for 6. Swing pass for Hilsman. Shakes another tackle. 10-5. Score it. Jonathan Hilsman. Another handoff for Osby up the middle. He's got some room, and boy, he plows over a defender. Still on his feet, down the sideline, 30, 25, 20. First down. Ball's all on the ground. Vero Beach gets on top of it. Williams has trouble holding on to it. Picks it up to 25, to 30, 35. Through the hole. Take it to the house, DJ.
This is Fighting Indians Football. Vero Nation Network and Christian FM Sports presents Fighting Indians Football. Here's the voice of the Fighting Indians, Paul Tipton.
Live from South County Stadium, it's week 10 of high school football, and it matches the Treasure Coast Titans and your Vero Beach Fighting Indians. The Titans have played a tough schedule and beaten some really good teams. But the one thing they really want is that district title. Vero pulled off a win last year with a field goal in overtime to take the title, and it will take another battle to earn back-to-back titles for the Fighting Indians. The Saturday night lights are on, and it is game time. Hey, Vero Nation, Paul Tipton along with Matt Paris. Welcome to Fighting Indians Football. We're proud to bring you our 27th season of Indians football, and it's presented by Cafe 66. When we looked at the schedule, we saw near the end of the season, what was it? It was Treasure Coast, and it was on the road, and we knew that if everything lined up just right, this would be another shot at a district title for both of these teams. Well, everything has lined up just right, and it is a district title on the line here tonight and a playoff berth that is insured with a win tonight. So here we go one more time. For several seasons, for about 10 straight seasons, Coach Jankowski had not lost to Treasure Coast. But Coach Irv Jones, in season 11, finally got his first win against Coach Jankowski. And since then, it was back-to-back for Treasure Coast. And then last year, Vero Beach got back on the winning streak. But can Vero Beach do it again this season? Well, it's going to take a lot of determination by our boys down on the field, Matt Paris.
Oh, well, there's no doubt. And like GT and everyone said, everyone has circled this. They're looking forward to this. We got a good crowd that traveled down from Vero. And looks like Treasure Coast is starting to put some fans in the stadium as well. And it's going to be a great night. But you know what? It's execution is what it's going to come down to. And that's what Coach Jones and the Treasure Coast Titans, that's what they pin their hat on. That's what they like to do. They're going to say that that's their MO is the execution. They have a 4 or 5 plays that they run. They just run it to perfection. That's what we got to do tonight, both offensively and defense. We've got to execute, take our opportunities.
Well, as you can see if you're watching on our YouTube channel, that Vero Beach is wearing white jerseys tonight with their red pants and red helmets and numerals. And for Treasure Coast, they're going to be wearing their black tonight. And it's going to be interesting to see. So you got Treasure Coast and Vero Beach out at center of the field there, getting ready to do the coin flip. And we're going to see here what's going to happen. As looks like Vero Beach will win this toss. And they're going to defer to the second half. So, Matt, that means Treasure Coast will get the ball to start this ball game. And this is an offense that likes to control the clock and eat up a lot of time here. So, right away, we get to see, will the Vero Beach defense be able to force maybe a 3 and out?
Oh, I love it. And you know what? Right now, so we get to choose, obviously, when they're going to receive. We get to choose which way we want to kick. We're going to kick with the wind because the wind's coming from left to right and from the north to the south. And Marston's got a strong leg. He's got a chance to at least pin them or do something. And so make them go the full distance. Don't kick it out of bounds. Don't do anything like that. But put them back there. Allow our defense. Allow these linebackers, Kevin Pollock, TJ Offord, Evian Rivers, Tutu Griffin. Allow these boys to do their job. Make some plays.
Now, while the players and the coaches are all focused on this game tonight, you and I, we can look at the future. And the future says we're both going to be in the playoffs probably no matter what. It's just a matter of where in the bracket you're going to line up.
That's exactly right. And not only where you're going to line up, whether you have home field advantage or not. District champs get home field advantage. The way the new rankings, we were talking about this off the air, it's a 1 through 8. It used to be the top 4 are going to be your district champs. Mm-hmm. The bottom 4 of that bracket was going to be the at-large, but whoever had the highest rankings. And they always went top 4, bottom 4. That's out the window now. Now it's 1 through 8, just it all goes on the ranking. The only thing is who gets the home field. So you could literally have an 8 seed, Paul, that's the district champ, but yet host the game against a potential 1 seed.
And that is a likely scenario in our region right now, as University at Orange City is currently the number 1 seeded team in our region. Tonight, you got Osceola taking on Toho, and that is for the district title. And pretty much it's a all-or-nothing scenario for those two teams. You win, you're in. If you lose, your season's pretty much done. And so, the favored right now is Osceola. So whoever it ends up being, that they'll probably be the 8th seeded team. They'll be the district champ. they'll get to host the first round, and they'll take the number 1 seed at their place.
That's right. Hey, you know what? And if I'm in that scenario, I'm like, hey, great. If whatever it takes to get in. We saw, look at what's going on in baseball right now. You know, you get all the favorites, and them are out there. They're all out. You got Texas and the Diamondbacks going at it right now, and no one expected that. It's like, hey, just get me to the dance and let me show my moves.
So we're getting set for this game as Vero Beach will get set to kick off. Going from our left to right. Treasure Coast will send out their kick return team. And here we go. The game is underway, and as Matt said, with the win, Marson get that into the end zone for the touchback, and that'll bring out the offense for Treasure Coast. It'll start from their own 20-yard line, where it'll be 1st down and 10. Amar Outwell will be your quarter running backs. There's going to be a pool of running backs, so just get ready, folks, because your names like Jamison Davis, George Roberts, Damari Scott, Jaden Holmes. Receivers, they do have them, and they will possibly pass in this ball game. Gabriel Avon and Cam Harris are the most likely passing game. 1st down and 10. And it'll be a run play left side. Trying to reverse his field, and going to go to the right side, but the person by the white shirts is there, and that is a huge loss for the Titans.
That was just embodied to the left, and we just got great penetration on that. And the eventual tackle was to Griffin, who stayed home, stayed disciplined on that. But the original one, I think that was T.J. Alford, who actually blew it up to begin with. And then, of course, Matt Bacon gave chase, and then Tutu Griffin eventually.
Yeah, so you got loss of 8 on that play. Looking at a 2nd down and 18. Now you're going to see a couple of receivers split out to the wide side on the left. And we jumped, so we'll give them 5 yards back. Instead of 2nd down and 18, they're now looking down at 2nd down and 13.
Yeah, we're going to see that tonight. And if you're watching TV or you're hearing us, Treasure Coast historically does this little set motion. And back in the day, that's what you say, ready, set, and everyone goes down. And you guys get a little jumpy, and it's an easy way to get 5 yards. Just be disciplined on that. I'm sure they've been practicing that ad nauseum.
Twin receivers split out to the left side. Right side on the run. And boy, what a good play. Coming up in there, making a huge tackle for the Vero Beach defense.
That's R.J. Jones who's coming in, and we're just now getting him back for a few games. What an explosion. He's the backside corner on that, and there is no one threatening him, so he's just coming down. And, hey, you love to see when your secondary wants to come in and hit like that.
Yeah, RJ's he's had very limited playing time. Got an interception and pass deflected 3 times. 3rd down and long. Boy, bad exchange of balls on the ground. White shirt on top of it. It's Vero ball.
It was I didn't see who came down with it, but it was looked like a little high snap where the snap was just not fielded by the quarterback, and then the exchange was bad from the get-go, and Vero jumped right on it. And how about that, Paul? How about for your starting?
Yeah, it's going to be at the Titan 11.
Conditioning offers our ESA annual or semi-annual maintenance plans to keep things in good working order. Barker Air Conditioning, servicing Indian River County since 1959.
The safety of young athletes is priority one. The professionals at Vero Elite Rehab and Orthopedic Surgery are the official physicians for Fighting Indians sports. We thank them for helping make this broadcast possible. They offer care in orthopedics, physical medicine, and rehabilitation. More at prosportsandeliterehab.com.
So it was 5 plays and 11 yards, and Brandon Marson with a 35-yard field goal puts Vero Beach board 3-0. That's your McCall Insurance Agency scoring drive as Marson now with the long kick to about the 5, 10, 15. Big hit at the 20-yard line. Wow, what a play.
You love to see that when you got a guy like James Williamson, defensive back, run down there and making a stick. It looks like the guy has some room, and big-time hit on the kickoff return team, kickoff team.
So Treasure Coast going to come back out. They fumbled on the last possession. Vero Beach recovered. Right side, about a 3-yard gain for the Titans.
One of the things that you're going to see with Treasure Coast is because the quarterback is all, it just adds that one extra blocker. He's not out of the game. Typical quarterback hands it off. But with this system, you've got that one extra blocker, and that's why they just give it to the quarterback and let him go off right with a whole bunch of guys and see if you can get 3 or 4 yards.
Handoff going left side this time, trying to get behind some blocks to the 25 and out of bounds around the 27.
Man, we had a chance at it. Matt Bacon he did a great job of getting upfield. Almost did it as they were doing a stretch left and pushed it, but he was able to outrun Matt and pick up another 3 or 4 yards, bringing up a 3rd and short.
So this is gut check time for the Vero Beach defense. This is what Matt talked about in pregame about can Vero Beach force a 3-and-out against the Titans. We're about to find out. Indians shift on their defense. High snap. It's going to be a little counter left side, and it'll be enough for a first down as the surge gets them to the 35.
Yeah, high snap quarterback does a great job of just grabbing it. And then as he's going to the right, you got a counter coming back a little back to the finds a hole, picks up the first down.
8 yards on that carry. We'll move the sticks. Titans come to the line. Coming up on 7 minutes to go in the first quarter. It's a 3-0 lead for Vero Beach. Handoff, working the left side to the 40-yard line. About a 4-yard gain.
Yeah, that's just a dive off to the left. And once again, you're going to watch number 60, 62, but 60 is the guard. They love to go behind number 60. Whether he starts on the right and pulls to the left or starts on the right and just goes straight up or whatever he does, look for number 60. And that's, they just pulled him around, and they were up a nice gain on the first down.
Second down, 6. And they'll move that one back 5 yards. And it's going to be 2nd and 11 coming up for Treasure Coast, and that's a comfort zone AC and heating penalty.
Well, I didn't see just one flag. I think there was. I think everyone got a chance to throw their flag on that one. You don't see that a lot. It looks like we're going to have a.
So officials going to take this opportunity to have a water break at 6:26 left in the first quarter. It's a 3-0 lead for Vero Beach.
Hi, JW from Barker Air Conditioning. These hot and humid days sure do take a toll on your air conditioning system. Barker Air Conditioning offers our ESA annual or semi-annual maintenance plans to keep things in good working order. Barker Air Conditioning, servicing Indian River County since 1959.
Mazzarella's Auto Sales is part of a local business family and their Christian FM supporters.
I'm sales manager Mike Mazzarella, and we always strive to offer late model cars and trucks undergo inspection and service by our high-tech mechanics. We have Jeeps, Rams, Toyota vehicles, and luxury vehicles. On site, we have our Spanish-speaking sales and financial advisor Diego Sainz. We also offer our virtual showroom online at mazautosales.com.
I'm Chris, Mike's brother. Our family has been serving our community since 1999.
Now on the corner, 4th Street in Old Dixie.
Back here at the South County Stadium. Titans looking at a 2nd down and 11. Big hit in the back as McClinton got in there. Is that Montgomery?
That's Montgomery.
Wow.
Wow, so far Montgomery's having a big game. He just knifed right in there. When I say sometimes you got to get skinny and get between some guys, that might be a little difficult for him, but he did it. Big Montgomery. And I think he was the one that got the fumble recovery on the first drive they had also.
That's a loss of 5 and a 4th sack tonight. Or not tonight, for Montgomery on the season. That's his 4th sack.
I guess if the quarterback's running it and you sack him.
It would be a sack, right?
I mean, if you tackle him, behind the line of scrimmage,
Big 3rd down. Ooh, might have got away with one. He's actually looking to throw. Maybe he's going to run it off the right side. Shakes one. The flag comes in. This is in that area of holding.
Quarterback scrambles.
And he did not get enough for a 1st down, but he will make it a 4th and manageable for Treasure Coast. But let's check this penalty here coming up as we got an Indian slow. That's Matt Bacon, very slow to get up.
Oh. Yeah, we can't afford to have that. That might be one of those where a chop block where they came back. I didn't see the play. And so you just hope that, just get him off, let him get going a little bit because he's been huge for us when he came back.
Boy, I was surprised that we didn't get called for offsides.
Yeah. Round of applause for that Vero player.
So, might be. We're getting word from down the sideline from G. It'd be a hamstring issue. So we'll see if he's able to return to this ball game. But right now, that's a big loss for us. And but for Treasure, the holding penalty now, they're looking at a 3rd down in like 30.
I like that. Here.
Atwell will hand it off and believe Treasure Coast will be content to just punt this away as they just run it right up the gut for minimal gain, and the punt unit will head out onto the field. So the Vero Beach defense did what it was supposed to do.
It did. They only gave up the 1%, but it held. And we've seen Treasure Coast. Treasure Coast, it's the same when you're a defense, you can't give them those extra 5 yards. Well, Treasure Coast offense, they can't give up big plays, either the sack or the penalties and stuff like that. It makes for that style offense.
DeLeon will get set for the punt. Snap is there. Pretty good punt. High. Vero Beach will just get away from it.
They got climbing fast. It's hard to go full speed. And also, you're trying to get keys, and they shift their offense line. What I mean is sometimes the right guard or tackle will go play left tackle, or the left tackle will come over and double up and play right guard, and they'll double up. It's hard to get a good key, and we got to watch that and see if we can pick up on it.
1st down and 10. Handoff going off the left side for Hillsman, and he got hit, and now we got a late flag coming in. This might go against Vero.
Yeah, see what that was. It kind of came in up.
Yeah,
got to get a hold
against Vero Beach.
Switching back, it'll be 1st and 20, or you say no gain, and you decline it and say 2nd and 11, 10.
Yeah, interesting decision here for Coach Jones.
I mean, most of the time you push them back.
Yeah,
you're like,
yeah, I think that's what he'll do.
Yeah.
So it's another comfort zone AC and heating penalty, and this one on the Indians. Push them back to the 29-yard line. Vero on. I've got a good break when a fumble recovery put them on the Titan 11, but they ended up settling for a 35-yard field goal, and that's where we sit at 3-0 here with 3:43 to go first quarter. Twin receivers on either side. Aronson has got time over the middle of the field, looking for Taylor. Did it get intercepted? It did.
Yeah, they just had quarters on their defense. That means they're dropping 4 straight back, and we threw right into the teeth of it. And it's a tough one. There's certain areas that's going to be good on. It's something that's not. And when you had just straight go routes, and safety actually made a good play on it, but a turnover.
So the ball will be at the Titan 47. Handoff left side. Boy, the defense is just flying to the ball right now.
Yeah, they're reading the keys good. We talked about that. GT just mentioned that about picking up some of the keys. And one of the things we talked about is that number 60. Watch where number 60 goes and see where the offense goes.
So no gain. Or they give him 1 yard. They gave him a yard, so it'll be 2nd down and 9. Inside 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. It's a 3-0 lead for Vero Beach. They got 3 receivers over the right side, but it's going to be a keeper off the right side. And that'll get them to the Vero 45-yard line, where it's going to be a 3rd down. Actually, they're going to mark about the 47-yard line of Vero Beach. So it'll be a 3rd down and 4.
Treasure Coast offensive line did a great job of getting to the second level, get to our linebacker. Outside linebacker did a great job of pushing it inside, but their guard was able to get to our linebacker on that sweep to the right. He just was able to cut up, pick up several yards.
So George Roberts on the last carry for Treasure Coast. Titans will get set for their 3rd down and 4 with trips to the left side. Pressure coming. It's going to be a keeper off the left side. What a lane there. And Treasure Coast able to get to the 40-yard line. That'll be enough for a 1st down as Atwell just ran it.
He certainly did. Just you saw his speed. And he saw he attacked right there on that end where Matt Bacon normally is. And you've got big Deuce Montgomery. And Deuce is an athlete. That dude, he's big. He's an athlete. But he doesn't have the speed that Matt Bacon does.
So the Titans move the chains, keep the drive alive, and they're at the Vero 41-yard line with 90 seconds to go first quarter. Right side, breaking off the tackle to the 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, and down near the 5-yard line, David, the kick.
Now that's what Treasure Coast, that's what they do. They just kind of nip at you, and all of a sudden, big hit right up the right side. Nothing special. They were just able to get to the blocks, and no one from the red hat was able to get on it. Big play.
Picked up 34 on that carry. Inside the 10 to the 8-yard line where it's 1st and goal for Treasure Coast. Titans will break the huddle. Center receiver on either side. The keeper off the left side, and it'll be a touchdown for Treasure Coast. And that was George Roberts walking into the end zone.
He went in untouched. We were not able to get any kind of penetration as they just came back. They faked one to the right, and he just keeps it to the left. And we absolutely got sealed all the way down. And that is Titans football right there.
So the Titans will get set to tack on an extra point after the touchdown run by George Roberts. Kick is up. Looks good and is.
The kick is
Titans
good.
take the lead 7-3 here late in the first quarter.
Since 1980, the Village Beach Market has been that local store on the beach filled with friends that always has something for everyone. And we've been Fighting Indian fans for generations. From fresh baked goods to prepared foods to chef-inspired lunches and dinners, our slogan says it best, simply better. Online at villagebeachmarket.com.
Cafe 66, located on US 1 just south of 8th Street. At Cafe 66, our breakfast menu is all about variety. From biscuits and gravy to country fried steak and eggs, stuffed French toast. Our lunch and dinner menus have something for everyone, from barbecue platters to unique burgers. Our hours online at cafe66vero.com. We proudly support the Fighting Indians.
This is Fighting Indians football on the Vero Nation Network. Brought to you by Molinari Pools. Let's join Gary Paris and the voice of the Fighting Indians, Paul Tipton.
Well, Treasure Coast strikes back. 53 yards in 5 plays, a 9-yard run by George. And it's a 7-3 lead as Titans kick off. Vero Beach going to catch it at the 5. Fake a reverse. Williams down the right side. 30, 35. Or stopped there at the 35.
2 Griffin, Paul.
Excuse me, 2-2, yeah.
Yeah, looks fake was to Williams and got everybody. Great return as you get the ball up to the 5-yard line.
All right, so time to see if the Vero offense can shake off the turnover on the last possession, the interception for Treasure Coast that set them up for their drive. And it's turnovers that have set up both teams for scores. With 64 seconds to go in this first quarter, it's a 7 lead for Treasure Coast. And the Indian offense will get set here with a 4-receiver set.
Taking his time, seeing what they've got.
Aronson from the gun. Swing pass going for Hillsman, and just off his fingertips, incomplete.
Yeah, they're just going off to the left side, to the field side, trying to get it to him. It's like a sweep, but we use the pass, and we had good blocks out there, too, if he's able to wrangle that in. Oh, it's just a little out in front on the swing route, and it's a tough throw. It's a short throw, but you got a guy going away from you. You can't throw behind him. You can't throw too far in front of him. And we just missed him, but we definitely had the play was available.
Second down and 10. Again, looking to throw on second down. Pass, caught. It'll be a first down. And Vero Beach able to move the sticks with that Hummingbird Care Services first down.
That is a big-time college throw. He is going all the way across to a deep out, and he puts it on the money.
Going to go with a little tempo here. Handoff's going to go to Hillsman. Hillsman having to shake off tackles, and will get about a yard gain at best.
Now, we had nothing on that side. Titans, there are too many black jerseys versus the white jerseys. And if there was any gain, that was definitely Hillsman on that one.
So second down and 9 with 35 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Receiver's going to go in motion for Vero Beach. Swing pass going for Hillsman. What a catch, but he's caught right where he caught the ball.
That's going to be a loss of yardage. We did not make the block on that one. It's the same thing we try to do the other way. We got to get the seal block so it allows us to get the outside, and the ball was thrown behind him, so it kind of throws the timing off. I don't know if it mattered because the block wasn't there anyway.
So now Vero Beach looking at third down and 14. We'll send 3 receivers left, a single on the right. And we'll have to wait the second quarter because that's going to do the end of 1. It has been turnover by Treasure Coast that led to a Vero Beach score, a turnover by Vero Beach that led to a Treasure Coast score. At the end of 1, it's a 7-3 Treasure Coast over Vero Beach. We'll be back. This is Fighting Indians football.
Christian FM can put this game on the radio thanks to the support of businesses like Chuck Bateman State Farm Insurance in Vero Beach. Chuck's goal is to create an atmosphere where customers can talk about what's important to them. He's also a huge supporter of our local chapter of the Fellowship of Christian Athletes. Chuck's phone is 567-1106 or chuckbatemaninsurance.com.
Molinari Pools is a proud supporter of Fighting Indians Football and Christian FM, a family-owned operated business. Molinari family, longtime members of this community. Joel Molinari, a former Fighting Indian, loves serving the Treasure Coast residents from pool cleaning to repairs to pool remodeling. Molinari Pools. Love people, love pools. 772 or molinaripools.com.
Let's get set to this second quarter. Paul Tipton, Matt Paris, GT Paris here tonight. We're at South Stadium, home of the Treasure Coast Titans. Set to start the second quarter. Vero Beach looking at a 3rd and 14. Aronson rolling out right, looking downfield. He's going to have to try to tuck it. He flips it ahead.
Yeah, it's going to be a flag.
And there's going to be a flag. I think he was past the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, just trying to make a heads-up play, but you got to stay behind the line of scrimmage to do that. There, Titans did a great job downfield. I didn't see anyone open. He had to scramble and just trying to make a play, but it's going to cost us.
Yep, that'll bring up 4th down, and we'll see the punt unit come out. It'll be our first punt tonight, and it's Eddie Torres that'll be back there to punt in place of the injured Wetmiller.
Yeah, the Titans punter last fall when they punted, they did a good job in their area, able to flip the field, and that's when they came away with a turnover right out.
Flag on the play against the offense brings up 4th and long for the Indians.
Torres waiting the snap. It's there. Gets a punt away, end over end punt. And hit one of the Vero players right around the 35-yard line. That happened last week. But it was the other way around. It worked against us, not for us.
And that was fine right there. If he's going to hit us like that, that's good. The ball's going to be down right where they hit us. And so he doesn't get a chance to return it. And not a bad job by Eddie Torres.
No, not at all. All right, so Treasure Coast will get the ball at the line and a 4-point lead here as we just get started in second quarter.
Good field position for him. Oh, what are they? Are they marking it where we downed it? Yeah, it should have been on the 35, but that's where it got hit. But they're saying it's where we downed it, I guess, on the 40. Huh, interesting.
Okay. So 1st down and 10 at the 40. To the right side. Trying to stretch it out. The Indian defense does a good job as Xbox comes up and makes a solid.
Versus the last time we saw them with the touchdown, we got sealed instead of allowing the defense to seal the end. That was just a quarterback to the right. And see how many guys we can go. Xbox was able to just pause it a little bit and get to.
That was George Roberts on the carry. Pick up a 3, 2nd down and 7.
Yeah.
And we're lined up off sides. So that'll be 5 yards.
That penalty against Vero will give TC.
So on the punt, we're getting it from GT that when the ball hits us and wherever it bounces, the team that's receiving has a chance to either take it where it was hit or wherever we downed it at the end. Well, it was advantageous for them to take it where we downed it, picked up the extra 5 yards.
Okay.
Paul, we can't do that, though. We can't give up the cheap yards.
Yeah, that 5 free yards. Don't need to give them any yards whatsoever. Now flags coming in.
They're going to have too many guys. Yep. Illegal
So,
substitution.
Okay.
Take it back to 5 yards.
We'll call that a.
Against Treasure Coast.
But yeah, you're right, man. I mean, look, we've got to be very focused here. I mean, you can't. I mean, you're lined up offside. You can't do that.
Well, and how many times have they done that all practice? I know you're trying to get off the ball, but you know they're going to go to a set position.
Back to a 2nd and 7. It's going to be a counter to the 50-yard line. And now a late flag comes in. Now it could be a 1st down for Treasure Coast. Might be a holding call against Treasure Coast, possibly.
Yeah, it looks like the ref's given the holding signal. That was Afion Rivers, who came over from the linebacker position to make the tackle as a little reverse going from left to right.
Still getting along.
If they do call the holding, it's going to be here, so it's going to go 10 yards from the spot.
Right. Wow. A lot of discussion about a whole. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so it's back it up now to a 2nd down and 9.
Okay.
There you go. This might be the longest 2nd down. It's still second down. Might need to get this 2nd down sponsored.
Yeah.
On their own 41-yard line. 10-12 remains in the 2nd quarter.
On a 2nd down and 9, Titans. Left side. That is Davis getting to the edge, and he's able to get the yard needed to get a 1st down.
So that was a great job. There's just going to the left side. And right now you got black jerseys going forward. You got white jerseys going back. We had no penetration on any, whether right side, left side, or anything. So right now the defensive line for Vero, man, we don't want you to jump off sides, but, man, we got to have some push going on so that the linebackers, what's happened, they're getting pushed into the linebackers, and linebackers aren't able to get up and make the play.
Davis has got 8 carries and 50 yards. Oh, bumble on the same. The ball is on the ground. Boy, I think he got back on top of it. Boy, another opportunity for Vero Beach there. And that's going to back up the Titans a good 5 yards here and make it a 2nd down and 15.
That's the best play so far as the bad snaps.
Yeah, true.
It almost, man, if it looked like Xbox was in there, it almost it looked like he had a chance to get that coming the our defensive right edge.
2nd and 15 for the Titans. We're at 9:20 and counting. 2nd quarter. It's a 7-3 lead for Treasure Coast. And whistle will stop this play as they got a motion penalty. And that'll back them up another 5, and it'll be 2nd and 20 coming up for Treasure Coast. And that's another comfort zone AC and heating lead. That's 5 for 35 for that offense tonight, Matt.
That typically doesn't happen. We haven't seen that in Coach Jones's offense over the years.
So back to the initial line of scrimmage, the 40-yard line for the Treasure Coast Titans.
A little over 9 minutes remaining in the 2nd quarter.
Titans out of the huddle will send a receiver wide to the right side and one to the left. And now another whistle. This time is going to be a timeout. Coach Jones for Treasure Coast. 7-3 lead for Treasure Coast when we come back.
A family business for 25 years, Total Golf Cart supports the Fighting Indians and their fans. They're the author club dealer and love to assist buyers to find the golf cart that best meets their needs. They offer both new and used club cars. And Total Golf Cart also has a full service department at 1140 South US 1 in Vero Beach or at TotalGolfCart.com.
The mission of the Fighting Indian is excellence, teamwork, and consistency. The same holds true for the McCall Agency, Inc., a local independent agency and broker and 4th-generation resident of Vero Beach. To learn more about their insurance products and risk management, 772-473-6856. And their site is McCallAgencyInc.com, serving the Treasure Coast since 1956.
This is Fighting Indians Football on the Vero Nation Network, brought to you by Ohio Water Systems.
Here we go. Back here at South County Stadium, Vero Beach down by 4. Little counter by Treasure, and that defense is right there to make a big stop.
But I tell you what, that was Xbox who stayed home, and I believe Jashawn
Hendricks.
Jashawn Hendricks, there you go, 52. Also, they got Jashawn, he's linebacker, but they got him playing left defensive end for us right now. And then you got Xbox, who's a safety / linebacker at times / whatever you need him to do. And they did not bite. They stayed home, and the reverse went nowhere.
Loss of 1. So now looking at a 3rd and 21. Now whistle again, going to stop play. Another timeout taken by Coach Jones. So Treasure Coast a little bit out of sorts here, and they're going to be looking at a 3rd down and 21 when we get back out here on the field. 8:21 left here in the second quarter. This is a great opportunity for Vero Beach, Matt, because, you know, if they can obviously keep them from getting a first down, it's a 4th down, they can punt the ball away. The Vero offense has really kind of got to get things clicking again.
Oh, they certainly do. Yeah, I'm going to say something that doesn't make sense, but we're going against the wind right now. And what I've seen in the past with Tyler is that he actually throws better into the wind. I've noticed that. Most quarterbacks, I like the wind. I mean, you got a little pop gun like me. I needed the wind behind me, all right? He's got a cannon. So it's like, I know I'm throwing into the wind, so now I can actually throw it. When he's with the wind, he knows he can throw it too far, so sometimes he'll lay it up, he'll do whatever. Into the wind, he rifles it.
3rd and 21. Looking like a pass. Well, he's going to launch it downfield. He's got a receiver in that area, but good coverage, and it will fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down for the Titans.
And they're going to bring out the punting team, and they got the wind behind them, so opportunity for them to pin Vero back. We did not go after the punt last time. I'm not sure do that again this time. We've tried it a couple times this year, and it hasn't gone well for us.
It hasn't worked out well for us, yeah. So you got Manuel German de Leon back to punt the ball away. Parker Banzoff set to receive for Vero Beach. A man short?
It looks like we might be a man short.
Snap is there. Punt is away. Good end over. Banzoff trying to get away from it. Takes big bounce for Treasure Coast inside the 10, down near the 5.
That kick takes a Titan bounce.
Yeah, Banzoff has been doing a great job for us back there as far as we just talked about catching the ball, and that's one of those where you got to go catch it, all right? You call your fair catch, and you got to go catch it because instead of getting the ball at the 20-yard line, now you're pinned back down into the 5-6-yard line.
56-yard punt, and about half of that was on roll.
We stopped him, though.
We did. We did, but way to flip the field. It looked like about the 9-yard line.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. I thought one of them touched it on one of the bounces. So 1st down. Aronson, play action. Looking, firing downfield. He's got it at the 35 to the 40-yard line. A big Indian 1st down.
Our leading receiver coming out of the backfield. That's a way to get it out of your end zone. And you put it to your sophomore, Hillsman, from your senior quarterback, Tyler Aronson. And, boy, I tell you what, 31 yards, Paul, that was a big-time throw, big-time catch.
Makes it a Hummingbird Care Services 1st down to the 40-yard line. 2nd 1st down of the evening. 7:45, second quarter. It's a 7-3 lead for Treasure Coast. Indians going to stack twin receivers on both sides. Handoff. Hillsman stopped at the line.
Yeah, that was a linebacker coming up from the Titans. We just went a zone read to the left to give it to Hillsman, and you have a pull coming from Chase Stevens. He came over. He hits the first guy, but no one was able to get to the linebacker. Linebacker has a free shot at him and comes up with a no gain.
2nd down and 10 for the Indians. Down by 4 as we hit 7 minutes to go in this second quarter. Aronson looking to throw, steps out of the pocket, flag down, going to let it fly. He's got a receiver, that's Taylor, 30, 25, 20, 15, and out of bounds at the 10. Got a feeling this one's coming back.
Dang, that was a great play by Tyler Aronson, too, to step up in the pocket and get the ball all the way down to Torres. They're going to call a holding.
Flag on the play, though. Holding on the offense.
So, comfort zone AC and heating penalty will negate that big play by Aronson to Torres. And
There's a nice breeze in the air tonight.
that was, once again, you talk about things that you just got to be able to do. Tyler does a great job of stepping up. Somehow Torres all the way down the field coming across.
Jackets are delivered before winter break. Order Titan jacket.
so the holding call will put us back to our own 30-yard line. 2nd down and 20.
Well, I'm telling you right now, that
handoff. Boy, nothing there. Boy, I mean, the Treasure Coast defensive line was in there in a flash. Lose 3 yards on the play.
if they called it on 56, boy, that's going to be one he's going to look at and go, that's a tough one. That's a tough one. Game changer. Half changer.
Yeah. So 3rd and 23 now for the Indians. Working our way towards 6 remaining in the second quarter. By 4 to Treasure Coast. Aronson looking, firing. Got a receiver. Looking for Torres again off the left sideline, and it will go out of bounds, incomplete.
Boy, I tell you what, that was just missed him. Torres had a step, and we just overthrew. Once again, we talked about the arm strength of Aronson, and just wasn't able to keep. You got to give your guy a chance to catch the ball, and he didn't. Torres came from the inside and just had a right along the seam or the outside, and Aronson overthrew him.
So Torres, after running a couple of big long routes, now has to get the ball away. Snap is there. Torres will get another punt away.
Get it. Like, guys, they're just Indians just got a little lackadaisical.
Yeah, they
let
sure
that
did.
ball just kind of bounce, and now it gets into their territory.
It landed and takes a bounce backwards and ends up on the other side of the 50 to about the 47-yard line of Vero Beach.
Paul, I apologize for screaming at that.
No, it's fine. I'm used to that.
I know.
You Paris's always do that. All right, so we're actually in a water break timeout here with 5:46 to go here in the second quarter. It's a 7-3 lead for Treasure Coast. And you get the sense, Matt, that, Vero's just kind of hanging on by a thread right now.
Well, they really are. Right now, it looks like Tyler is a little confused as far as the secondary goes. He's just some of the guys, the interception that he threw, or when we do have a big play, it's getting called back, the holding call. I mean, that really changed the dynamic of it all. We're inside the 10 to now they've got the ball going in on the 47-yard line.
They're on the plus side. Looking to throw. Atwell fires over the middle of the field. Has it there. Caught. Stays on his feet to the 5. Lost the ball. We got it.
Wow.
Big play for Treasure Coast, and then a fumble, and Beach recover.
Dante, I believe that's Willis that's over there, that he was on the play, and Donquell Wesley. The young man catches the ball, and as he goes, he just strips it right out of as he's trying to go into the end zone. Donquell Wesley, what a big-time play. Keeps him from not only scoring, but gets the turnover. And he was open, wide open, right up the
where you're going to start. Twin receivers on either side for Aronson. $5:36 to go. Second quarter. Aronson, he's looking to throw. Quick fire. And it'll fall incomplete. He was looking for Simmons.
He was, and Simmons had not even come in out of his break, and he just threw it too far. It looked like it was going to be an out route, and even out of the break, and the ball was already thrown. I don't know if that was a little miscommunication or what was going on. I don't know if that was he was running a hitch, should have run an out. I don't know. Either way, didn't go well.
This is going to bring up 2nd down and 10. Aronson, 3 of 8 so far for 37 yards. Of course, a holding penalty took away a big play. Quick pass, right side, goes right through the hands of the receiver and falls incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, we tried to run a screen to the right. You fake to Hillsman, and then what happened was Aronson went sidearm on it, trying to get it out quickly, like second baseman does. And as he did it, it just sailed. Because once your elbow goes down, the ball has a tendency to sail up, and that's what he did. Luckily, just dropped to the ground. No one picked it off because that's in that area. Nobody can grab it.
Yeah, he was looking for Jarvis Jacobs over there. All right, 3rd down and trips left side. Aronson, again, he's looking to throw. Fires, and it's caught by Simmons at the 15-yard line. That'll be a 1st down.
That looks like the throw that he was trying to throw the first time. This time they got a page. It's that deep throw to the left. And once again, we talk about Aronson's arm strength, and that's the arm strength that we're accustomed to right now. And nice haul by Mackay. That was 1st down we needed. That was huge.
Hummingbird Care Services 1st down to the 15-yard line. Indians will stack 2 receivers on the left side. Keeper by Aronson. That might have been a busted play there.
That was a bad snap. Snap came to the left and did everything he tried on. That was a great athletic move just to do it. And the timing's off, so you know what? Actually pick up a yard on it, but
inside 5 minutes to go in this 2nd quarter. Vero Beach looking at a 2nd down and 9. Drive so far for Vero Beach. First drive resulted in a 35-yard field goal. It's been turnover and punts. Aronson fires quick right side, looking for Roberts. Roberts trying to shake off a tackle, but too much pursuit by the black shirts, and there'll be a loss on the play.
Yeah, and the throw also, it's a screen route. He goes up, comes back. We got numbers out there, but the throw was too far. It took him too far into the backfield, and by that time, Titans secondary was able to pursue and get it to a no gain, or actually a loss on the play.
So it'll be 3rd down and 11. We're working our way towards 4 minutes remaining in this 2nd quarter. Aronson steps up out through the ball. 15, 20, trying to get to the 25-yard line. And that'll be real close to a 1st down.
Oh, he's going to get it.
And he does.
Yeah.
Defensive pressure on the play.
That'll be a Hummingbird Care Services 1st down, and the Indians will move the sticks one more time.
Nice job by your quarterback. Just sees it. Everyone has dropped off, and he peels off. And I tell you what, we saw why SMU likes that young man.
Picked up 15 on that carry. Gets to the 29 line. We'll send 3 receivers right this time for 1st down and 10. Tyler looking, steps up, looking to fire, and he's just going to keep it and rolls to the 35, almost down to the 40-yard line.
Yeah, once again, he's just obviously seeing something that, hey, I know there's a receiver downfield, seeing a gap. We saw that if you watch any kind of collegiate football today, boy, you saw a lot of that. Quarterbacks just use your legs. And look at that, 9 yards on the first play.
3:26 and counting. 2nd and 1. Tyler this time's got time to throw over the middle of the field. Hits his receiver. They're going to call it a catch. Yes, and that will be Chase Taylor.
Yep, Chase Taylor coming across on a dig route that comes all the way over, and Tyler's able to step up, and hit his young man. when your offensive line is doing a good job of giving your quarterback a chance to make a play.
That'll be another Hummingbird Care Services first down, and that gets us into the Titan territory at the 48. Twins on either side. Tyler got time to throw over the middle of the field, looking for his receiver, and it's going to fall incomplete.
Oof. Yeah. That was close. He had some people in the areas. They were open. We saw Taylor coming across the middle and just could not connect. What looks like Roberts on the top side of that.
It looked like it kind of stopped a little bit. Like he pulled up. Second down and 10. Incomplete, stops the clock at 2:48. We're in the second quarter. It's a 7-3 lead for Treasure Coast. Again, Aronson looking to throw. He's got a receiver. That's Simmons over on the left side. And Mackay able to get close to the 35-yard line.
And that is going to be another first down. Same thing. What they're doing is you go on the short side of the field. As soon as he's bailing out, Tyler's reading that, and he's going to.
Picks up 11. Clock's ticking here at 2:14 and counting. First down, and now timeout's going to be taken by Vero Beach. We'll stop the clock at 2:09. Vero Beach down by 4.
Cafe 66, located on US 1 just south of 8th Street. At Cafe 66, our breakfast menu is all about variety. From biscuits and gravy to country fried steak and eggs to stuffed French toast. Our lunch and dinner menus have something for everyone, from barbecue platters to unique burgers. Our hours at cafe66vero.com. We proudly support the Fighting Indians.
Thanks to Roy Bell Services for sponsoring Fighting Indians football and the Fighting Indians postgame show.
Hi, my name is Chase Bell, and my father Roy has served Indian River County in the grading industry for over 40 years. My family and Indians. Go Vero!
No job, all or too big. Roy Bell Grading Services. We roll the earth. 772-473-4559. Roy Bell Grading Services.
So a quick pass out to Hillsman left side. And we have a penalty.
That yet. As our receivers are coming over here to the left side, we had trips to the left. Not had a chance to set yet. And you know what? And that's having played that position. And especially as a senior, let your guys get set and then go.
So it'll be 1st and 15 back to the 42-yard line. 7-3 lead for Treasure Coast. See if Vero Beach can cap this drive with a touchdown. Intersall near it. Looking for 2-2 Griffin. And that just about was a pick six for Treasure Coast. Instead, it's an incomplete and a big sigh of relief.
Yeah. 2-2 Griffin was in that slot position. He's just running a speed out, and the outside linebacker, what you call your will backer, his job is to go to the flat, and he read that. All he's doing, reading the eyes, and time came right out, and we got away with one because that was definitely easy pick six.
You know, Mari Kinsler just about had a touchdown for Treasure Coast. Aronson trying to step up, firing downfield. He's got a receiver. Can he catch it? He's got it inside 5-3.
And I don't see any flags. Nice job. That was E.J. White over there on that right side. That was just a go route. Tyler steps up into the pocket, moves, shakes off a defensive lineman that was on him, and then on his off leg, throws it all the way down.
First and goal at the 3. Quick swing pass, right side, lunge for the end zone.
Oh, you got to give it to him. Yes.
Touchdown. How about that?
That's R.J. Jones. He comes in, and look, we had R.J. Tutu. You have E.J. White. That's what I think Coach likes to call that, the cheetah. We got guys that can flat run. You put some speed out there, and what a drive. Guys, Paul, that started off on the 4-yard line.
Wow. So Brandon Marson will try to put an extra point on this. Snap, hold, kick. All right. And Vero Beach regains the lead here late in the first half, 10-7.
Thanks to Longevity Rehab Centers in Vero Beach and Sebastian, owned by locals whose mission is to help heal those who are hurting with a goal of getting them back to a productive life. Longevity Rehab has built a reputation of trust with their clients from the top down, offering both physical and massage therapy designed to restore, relieve, or maintain a healthy lifestyle. Blue Cross Blue Shield, Humana, Cigna, United Healthcare, Health First, Medicare, and most insurances are accepted. LongevityRehab.com.
Christian FM thanks Paris Family Chiropractic for their support. Dr. Matt Paris, a longtime resident of Vero Beach and a former quarterback for the Fighting Indians. Just like our Fighting Indians work hard for the win, Dr. Paris works hard for a patient's well-being. From proper alignment to good nutrition, Dr. Paris helps patients achieve the win. Paris Family Chiropractic, when the spine is in line, everything is fine. 299-4649 or familychiro.com. Vero Beach, after the touchdown, the kickoff will go into the end zone for the touchback. So let's head down to the sideline. All right, GT, on the sideline that was a little bit maybe asleep has just woken up.
Yeah, they woke up, and it all started with our great D-back player, number 4, stripping the ball. You saw a little spark, saw a little enthusiasm. And Tyler just kept it going. Tyler just kept coming up with big play, breaking tackle, great throw. Now you finally see some coaches, some players actually exuberated over there. They're jumping up and down. Now they feel like they've done something. They're in this ball game.
13 plays, 96 yards, a 3-yard catch for Arch Jones, and Vero Beach now 10-7 lead. Run to the right side for Treasure Coast, past the 27-yard line. A nice 7-yard gain for the Titans.
Yeah. What can you say? It's they're going to go power to the right. You're going to try to get numbers, and they were able to do that, and we weren't able to, and wasn't able to get up there and stop that. And second and short's tough to stop Titans when they're going to have a few downs to get a first down.
So you got a minute 10 and counting. Titans still have, I think, one timeout remaining. Handoff's going to go left side for Davis. Davis will have a first down as he gets to about the 32, 33-yard line. That'll stop the clock momentarily, 59 seconds. Vero will get the ball. They'll receive the kickoff for the third quarter. So that was a big drive for Vero Beach to take the lead here late in this first half. Titans going to look to throw. Atwell, pressure, looking downfield, let fly, and almost intercepted. Wesley had a beeline on it, and there's a flag down.
There's going to be a lineman downfield, Paul. 5 in front of your other number. When the 5's your lead, you can't be 8 yards downfield. And that's what they're going to call. And the quarterback took a shot on that, too.
So do you take this penalty and move them back?
I did. You got 36 seconds. 36
yeah.
seconds. Take them back. It doesn't matter. You're not going to get the ball back. And so just make them go a little bit. No. Or you decline it.
Which would have been my choice.
Which would have been your choice.
My choice.
I think it's a 5-yard penalty. So it's like, you know what? It's 36 seconds. Just don't let anything big happen.
Second down and 10. Ooh, boy, that interception could have been big. Titans with a receiver in motion. It's going to be a handoff off the left side. Girls trying to stretch it out.
Oh,
a good play by Griffin.
That's just fighting right there. 2-2 is on our defensive left side. They try to do a sweep to the right, and he's just hand-chucking with the guy, and he's trying to do a stiff arm, and he fights him down. And he keeps him in bounds, too. which is a good thing.
I got to believe Treasure Coast will probably be content to go to the locker room down by 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not going to run another play here. So Vero Beach with a big drive that started from their own 4. They go 96 yards thanks to the feet of Tyler Aronson and a big arm, and he got a good play to R.J. Jones, and we take the lead going into halftime 10-7. Let's go down sideline, check in with GT, who's got Coach Jay.
Coach Jay, you know coming into this game what Treasure Coast is going to throw up there, so I don't think there's much of that we can lead.
I mean, we got the early turnover, and bus on the route, and those things happen. They're a good team. We know we got a lot of challenges. I think one of the keys was that last drive of the first half offensively to go down and get the touchdown.
Yeah, Tyler really stepped up on that last drive. I mean, it seemed like he's kind of getting his rhythm going here and there. And, was this? You've seen that? That's kind of what I was seeing there.
Yeah, I mean, got to try to run the ball a little bit better. I'm a little disappointed in the run game, but we'll get some things cleaned up. But yeah, I mean, Tyler has the ability to pick them apart, and if we can protect, we should be all right.
Good. Thanks, Coach. Good luck second half. Back to you guys.
Vero Beach goes to the locker room ahead by 3 points. They get the ball to start the third quarter. It's a 10-7 lead. This is Fighting Indians football.
Hi, Derek here from Genesis Church of Vero Beach. We are proud supporters of Indians football and Vero Beach athletics. We invite you to join us this Sunday at 9:15 for our services. If you can't join us in person, please visit us online at gcvero.com. Genesis Church of Vero Beach, place of love where honest men are known and unafraid to love the hardest heart of stone. Visit us at gcvero.com.
Hi, JW from Barker Air Conditioning. These hot and humid days sure do take a toll on your air conditioning system. Barker Air Conditioning offers our ESA annual or semi-annual maintenance plans to keep things in good working order. Barker Air Conditioning, servicing Indian River County since 1959.
A septic system is only as good as the installation and maintenance. Reliable Septic is the name known along the coast for being the professionals who install and service these systems for both residential and commercial uses. They'll determine the on-site needs and design considerations for a complete wastewater treatment system. Thanks to Reliable Septic Service. 772-562-4242.
Welcome to the Fighting Indians Halftime Show, brought to you by Genesis Church. Here's your host, Bobby Paris.
Welcome to Women of the Fighting Indians. I am Bobby Paris, and I have the privilege of interviewing the moms of our senior varsity football players. My guest this evening is the delightful Sia DeLuke. She is mom to Joey DeLuke, number 53 on our O-line. But we have a double privilege tonight because her husband is also Coach Pete DeLuke, who is coach for the offense line and also head coach for girls weightlifting. He also coaches track and field, and she can expound on those things. He's just very, very busy. So welcome, CO.
Hi, Bobby. Thank you for having me.
Oh, it's a delight. Okay, so this is your story. So tell us about CO.
I was born in Houston, Texas, and I lived there most of my life. And then after I graduated high school, I spent a year in Costa Rica living with my mother's family and teaching English to adults at night. And during the day, I was taking college courses. So that's when I decided I wanted to come back to the States and pursue my bachelor's. So my parents had moved from Houston to Melbourne, and I graduated from Florida State, started teaching in Sugar Land, Texas, which is right outside of Houston. Mm-hmm. And I taught there for 4 years and then came back to Florida, to Melbourne, and got a job at Gifford Middle. Dr. Peggy Jones hired me, and the same year she hired Pete DeLuke, and that's where we met. And
And so the rest of the story, happens to be marriage and kids. So tell us about your family.
So we were married at St. Helens in 2000, and that's 23 years now.
Wow.
And then we have 3 kids, 2 boys and a girl. Peter is 20, Joey's 18, and Olivia's 14.
Okay. Tell us about your job.
I'm an ESOL teacher at...
Wait a minute. What is ESOL?
Oh, ESOL is I teach English for students that are learning English as a second language.
Okay.
So my students come from all different parts of the world. They're not all Spanish speaking. I have Arabic, Vietnamese, Creole, Portuguese, and of course Spanish being the number one.
But you're also preparing for...
I'm preparing to become an assistant principal, and I'm in the Leadership Academy in Brevard County.
What does that involve when you say, how much preparation goes into something like that?
Well, I have my master's in educational leadership, and I have to pass my FELI exam, which would make me certified in administration, and then start applying for different positions that open up.
You're in Brevard, so you like Brevard? I guess you do.
Yes, my brothers and my father live in Brevard, and I went to community college there, and so I'm familiar with the Melbourne, Palm Bay area.
And you get sort of used to the drive, I think, and then you can probably collect your thoughts while you're driving. I think that's pretty good. All right, you got a lot of sports going on in your house. How does that work for you? How do you, just tell me, do you get a break or normal life?
Well, all 3 of my kids have been student athletes ever since they were small. So having sports in their lives was just a given because their father is an excellent and amazing coach. And Peter did cross country and track and field when he was in high school, and he played football a little bit. And then Joey, of course, does football. And then Olivia, our youngest, is doing weightlifting and softball.
Fantastic. And she is a good student. Well, I think they are all 3 of them are. So you know what that tells me? That just says good parenting. That's amazing. But you're busy. And this time of year,
and having a husband as a coach, we had to teach our kids. Cooking is not really my thing. I would much rather someone else cook, but that's not how it goes. So my idea of cooking is quick and easy.
That's it. Well, I think that just by teaching them laundry and being independent and probably helping do things around the house, you are going to be a great mother-in-law because you've taught your kid to help and they will make somebody very, very happy. Anyway, I think that's great. That's about the only way you can keep organized when you've got that many people in the home and you're going in every different direction. They all need to pull their weight. Women of Fighting Indians football will continue right after this.
Hi, Derek West here from the Genesis Church of Vero Beach. We are proud supporters of Fighting Indians football and Vero Beach athletics. We invite you to join us this Sunday at 9:15 for our services. If you can't join us in person, please visit us online at gcvero.com. Genesis Church of Vero Beach, place of love where honest men are known and unafraid to love the hardest on. Visit us at gcvero.com.
Hi, JW from Barker Air Conditioning. These hot and humid days sure do take a toll on your air conditioning system. Barker Air Conditioning offers our ESA annual or semi-annual maintenance plans to keep things in good working order. Barker Air Conditioning, servicing Indian River County since 1959.
Durfee's Heating and Cooling, a longtime friend and supporter of Christian FM. Durfee's Heating and Cooling offers air conditioning repairs, maintenance, and new installations. Family owned and operated, serving the Treasure Coast area. Durfee's Heating and Cooling, 772-971-5884.
The Fighting Indians halftime show is brought to you by Genesis Church. Once again, Bobby Paris.
My guest this evening is the delightful Sia DeLuke. She is mom to Joey DeLuke, number 53 on our O-line. But we have a double privilege tonight because her husband is also Coach Pete DeLuke. As a parent of teenagers, what would be 3 priorities for their success?
Well, we've raised our kids. We're a Catholic family, so it was very important for us for them to go to CCD on Sunday mornings and have their first communion, confirmation. I'm very passionate about my love for God and having Jesus Christ in my life.
That's so refreshing. I love to hear that, especially being a PK, preacher's kid. Because you know what? Even when they maybe get away to college and maybe they're not following it so much, you have given them a good foundation, and they will come back to it. They will come back to you, and they know who to turn to in times of trouble. They really do. So kudos to you all. I think that's great. Number 2, number 3.
Well, number 2 definitely would be family. And third, be a kind person and to do unto others as you would want them to do to you.
There you go. That's perfect. CO, I brag about our football program at VBHS. The coaches truly have the interest of these kids at heart. They want them to succeed, not only on the field, but off the field. Give me your thoughts on that.
Well, having kids in high school is such a quick time. I remember when the kids were real little in elementary, it just seemed like it would never end. Then middle school came and went, and then high school is just gone in a snap. But at this time in their lives, they're trying to figure out who they are, and you have raised them as best as you can, and they got to learn how to make mistakes, get up, and keep going.
That's right. And I think our coaches, as far as I can tell, make sure that they're in the classroom, make sure the grades are good, make sure. So you've got sort of that extra help, don't you think, with our coaches?
Yes. The coaching team at Vero Beach High School is amazing. All the coaches work so hard for their players and making sure they have what they need, that they're doing the right thing. They're always on them and guiding them and giving them great advice.
So they're lucky. They're blessed. And I think that's why we get a lot of transfers into our program from outside, because they see, as some of the moms will say, it's a 5-star program. I mean, and they feel that warmth. They really do. So kudos to our coaches and our booster club. They work really hard. And so we've got a well-rounded program there. If you could give advice to the mom of a high school athlete, what would that be?
Be there for them. Listen to them. Sometimes it's just hearing them out, not necessarily, of course you want to guide them in the right way, but a lot of times they got to make their mistakes and learn from them.
Be there to help pick them up, but like you said, let them kind of learn. Don't be such an enabler, maybe. We hear that all the time. So anyway, because they're going to have to go off to college and figure it out themselves. But anyway, and it goes by so fast. So we just want them to know that we have a safe space for them at home. They can come home and, We have a special day, CO Day. Tell me what that looks like.
Mm-hmm. I would be on the beach. Okay. I love the ocean. Pete would be in a boat. Fishing.
There you go.
And I could be floating right behind him.
Oh, I love it. I love it. I think that's great. And don't take the cell phones. All right, Sia, this is your chance to give a shout out to whomever you would like to.
I would like to give a shout out to my husband, Pete DeLuke. He is such an amazing coach, and he is so dedicated and so passionate for what he does. It just blows my mind, the time and energy that he puts into it. and he really, really does love what he does.
And I think you said he had I know my husband thinks that Coach DeLuke is awesome, but you said he had a really good friend in Coach DeLuke.
Yes, George and Pete were great friends. They kind of came from the same mold. They thought the same way on what was necessary to be a good athlete, what was necessary to be a great student athlete. And Coach Zalui was amazing, and he, just like Pete, would give the shirt off his back for his player if he had to.
All right, CO, it has been a real pleasure talking with you and getting to know the DeLuke family a little better. We will certainly be there to root for number 53. And so as we end this, we say,
Go Fighting Indians!
Eric West here from the Genesis Church of Vero Beach. We are proud supporters of Fighting Indians football and Vero Beach athletics. We invite you to join us this Sunday at 9:15 for our services. If you can't join us in person, please visit us online at gcvero.com. Genesis Church of Vero Beach, place of love where honest men are known and unafraid to love the hardest home. Visit us at gcvero.com.
Cafe 66, located on US 1 just south of 8th Street. At Cafe 66, our breakfast menu is all about variety. From biscuits and gravy to country fried steak and eggs to Nutella stuffed French toast. Our lunch and dinner menus have something for everyone, from barbecue platters to unique burgers. Our hours online at cafe66vero.com. We proudly support the Fighting Indians.
HBS Glass is a proud supporter of Fighting Indians Athletics and Christian FM. Since 1973, HBS Glass has served homeowners, architects, and contractors in the Vero Beach area. Windows and doors. HBS Glass, 722 3rd Place or hbsglass.com. Thanks to HBS Glass.
The Fighting Indians halftime show is brought to you by Genesis Church. Let's join Gary Paris and the voice of the Fighting Indians, Paul Tipton.
Well, not Gary tonight. Gary was actually in Orlando today with UCF, and unfortunately the Knights took another loss. Still looking for that first Big 12 win of this season. I think it's coming. But they're learning a lot. So anyway, GP, we're thinking about you. I know you're got back home, and I know you're trying to watch this game. And for those of you that are watching on YouTube, we do know that the audio is a little, for whatever reason, in a particular place. We always have some internet issues going on here. Like I said at the beginning, it's like there's always weird things that back it up is another one of those things. I apologize. I wish we could do something to fix it, but wireless internet is what's internet sometimes, and so we're just trying to work the best we can. That's the same for the Fighting Indians, Matt. In the first half, they were just trying to fight and work the best that they could, and by halftime, they walk into the locker room with a 10-7 lead.
They really did. Coach Jones, we talk about it. They're known here for that funky offense, good defense. And they showed that tonight. They were solid up front. We are having a hard time running. All right, they're solid. They're linebackers. We almost saw a pick six.
True.
And then the secondary did a good job. And they were just a job of mixing up whether they were running a cover 4, a cover 6. But Tyler figured it out in that drive. It was a little bit of a struggle. We had that brought us back. All right, we had a bad snap. All right, we ended up getting the field goal. We had things that happened, but we saw our senior quarterback and our veteran head coach, Lenny Jankowski. They got to, if we ever needed a drive, that was one.
Yeah, our Durfee's heating and cooling first half stats tell us a lot about, well, as you would expect, they're very small numbers on both sides of the ball. For Treasure Coast, they had a total of 121 yards of offense and only 7 points to show for it. First two takeaways, basically. for Hillsman, 8 yards for Aronson, so a total of 16 yards on the ground. And as far as receivers go, I mean, really, Simmons really shining so far here tonight. And that's, as your dad would like to say, a lot of times. So far, Simmons seems to be the guy that's open right now. So 3 catches for 34 yards.
He is. And when we talk about that core, and that means that each defensive back is dropping back. Well, Simmons right now, he's the guy that's just going to be in that little flat route, and the outside linebacker isn't able to get to him. Tyler's seeing it. He's hitting it, and that's where he's been able to just keep the chains moving. And that's what you just say. Take what the defense gives you, and then when you get a chance, hit it big. And but right now, let's get the chains moving, keep it going, because once again, I love when our offense is out there eating the clock versus their offense eating the clock.
And also want to tip our hat to Brandon Marson, who had a 35-yard field goal in this ball game. It actually got us our first points of the night, and that was set up by Montgomery. So, yeah, defense is working. Coach talks about this all the time, about a complementary type of sport, and you're seeing it here tonight. Defense giving the offense opportunities, and when the offense can't do it, special teams is stepping up and making plays. So all 3 phases right now for Vero Beach trying to do its part, and right now has given the Indians a 10-7 lead. We're going to step aside. We'll come back, get ready for the second half between Treasure Coast and Vero Beach. This is Fighting Indians football.
Cafe 66, located on US 1 just south of Cafe 66. Our breakfast menu is all about biscuits and gravy, to country fried steak and eggs, to Nutella stuffed French toast. Our lunch and dinner menus have something for everyone, from barbecue platters to unique burgers. Our hours online at cafe66vero.com. We proudly support the Fighting Indians.
Hi, Derek West here from the Genesis Church of Vero Beach. We are proud supporters of Fighting Indians football and Vero Beach athletics. We invite you to join us this Sunday at 9:15 for our services. If you can't join us in person, please visit us online at gcvero.com. Genesis Church of Vero Beach, place of love where honest men are known, unafraid to love the hardest home. Visit us at gcvero.com.
Downtown Dipper Ice Cream, 14th Avenue in Vero Beach. Downtown Dipper is a step back in time to an old school ice cream shop, serving 24 flavors of hand-scooped ice cream. An operated ice cream shop, open Tuesday through Sunday and closed on Mondays. Thanks to Downtown Dipper for supporting Christian FM, Fighting Indians.
The Fighting Indians halftime show is brought to you by Genesis Church. Let's join Gary Paris and the voice of the Fighting Indians, Paul Tipton.
Back here at South County Stadium, getting set to start the third quarter here. Paul Tipton along with Matt Paris, and down on the field is GT. Let's check in with G.
Hey, guys, it was a good locker room. It was nice to go in with the scoring points right at the end. Also, the talk was, hey, we're going to get the ball back again. So that was a little upbeat. Other than that, it was a little bit of X's and O's, tweaking. They were talking about some minor tweaks here and there. But Coach basically said, guys, way to end strong, come back out, let's keep that pace up. He goes, you got 24 minutes. Let's go out and have the best, most fun 24 minutes you've ever had, and let's win this ball game.
All right, yeah, I like the sound of that. And if they can hold serve here in this second half, they will do back-to-back district title champions, something they haven't done in a couple of years. So it'll be in our fold again and ensure us a playoff berth for sure. Treasure Coast set kickoff. They'll be going from our right to left.
Paul, interesting, they decided to kick into the wind.
I was just thinking that.
Either they watch out for something a little funky on this where it's onside.
Or if you get one of those pooch kicks to hang up in the wind, yeah. He's going to drive it all the way into the end zone for the touchback.
Or you just kick it like that.
You can always do that.
That was a strong leg.
All right, so Vero Beach had a total of 129 yards of offense in that first half of play, and they're going to get a chance to add on to it, starting from their own 20-yard line, ahead by 3 points, 10-7. So Vero Beach will get twin receivers on either side. Receiver in motion is Jacobs. Out of the pocket, looking down to fly, and he hits last second. That'll be a loss of 1 on the play.
You just throw it at his feet. But when you got a guy like Hillsman, give him a chance maybe.
Yeah.
You're like, hey, you missed something. Looks like he got tweaked a little bit on that play as well.
Yeah, a little gimpy there. We lost Matt Bacon early in this ball game to a hamstring injury. Do not expect his return tonight. Hillsman on the carry, lost the ball, but got on and back on top of it all the way to 15.
Yeah, that was just a handoff zone left. He nowhere to go. He tried to bounce it, and somehow the ball popped out. Didn't see if someone hit it or it just came out, but advantageously, he was able to jump right back on it and live for another down.
Indians going in the wrong direction here on this drive. Now look like 3rd and 15. Going to go with trips to the right side. Aronson got pressure, got to step up, and he's going to go down with the sack, down about to the 14-yard line.
Yeah, every receiver was covered. That was a coverage sack. The only one that was open was Hillsman in the flat off to the left. Tyler wasn't able to see him as he had too much pressure as he was stepping up into the pocket. The Titans came and did what they were supposed to do. They got a 3-and-out.
So we will bring Eddie Torres out, punt the ball away. And this could give the Titans really good field position here to start their first possession of this half.
Oh,
and
there's
a snap
safety.
goes over Torres' head and a safety.
That'll be a safety and 2 points for the Titans.
Well, we were hoping for a 3-and-out. We actually didn't get the 3-and-out.
Wow. So, not only do they get 2 points, they're going to get the ball, as Vero now will have to kick the ball off to them with a 1-point lead.
Well, I'm pretty sure that's not how Coach Jankowski drew the locker room on that one, but there's a lot of time left.
Yeah, there is. You got we're just getting started in this third quarter, but not a good way to getting started for your team here in this third quarter.
You know, it goes again, just the inability to be able to run the ball right now, Paul. It's, you know, sometimes it's just the wind's a little factor, whatever it might be. It's nice to be able to go to the ground game. And when that's not available, it's easy. The linebackers are they're dropping out. And now you've got 8 guys dropping back in coverage.
So Marson will tee it up at the 20. See what he can do. He's going to hit it. Caught at the 20. Flag comes in and tackled down near midfield. Now we'll check this penalty here. This could be against Treasure Coast. Well, actually, probably is more likely against Vero.
Typically you're going to find it's going to be on the receiving end, but we'll see what this is. You got to hold.
Yeah, okay. So that will push them back 10 yards, probably close to about the 40-yard line, maybe just inside the 40-yard line.
Not a bad kick.
No.
By
not at
Marson.
all.
That was actually a good kick. The coverage just, we split. There was no one up the middle. And we've talked about, GT mentioned it earlier, how special teams gets things going sometimes.
Yeah.
And here we had a special teams blunder. They come out and have a good return. Now they got good field position.
All right, so they're going to go start from their own 38-yard line, down by a point. It's going to be a run to the left side. Davis will get past the almost to the 44-yard line.
That's what they're looking for. Just a short side of the field, get the numbers. And
so 2nd and 5 coming for the Titans. As the clock has stopped momentarily here at 10:07. Ball at the 43-yard line. Keeper, left side, through the hole is Atwell. Flag is down, and Atwell still on his feet to the 35-yard line. This is in that area of hole.
Yeah, there's a reason there was a big old gap right there. Atwell started to his right, came back to the left, cut back to the right, and there's going to be a holding call.
So what was going to be a big first down for Treasure Coast now is going to be a 2nd down and long. So we're just inside 10 minutes to go in this third quarter. It's a 10-9 lead for Vero Beach. Vero Beach's first possession in the third is going to be a 3-and-out, but a bad snap on the punt when plays Montgomery in the backfield again.
Nice job by Montgomery. I tell you what, he's having a terrific game. When he's able to do what he does, that's penetrating up the middle, creating havoc. If you're asking him to stretch it or to run someone down, not going to be his forte. But that right there, he is having. Let him do his thing right there.
Came into this game with 8.5 tackles for a loss. He's got, I think, at least 3 or 4 here tonight. Working towards the left side this time, trying to go behind some blockers to the 45-yard line, and they'll get the yardage that they lost on the previous play. They get it back. That was Roberts on the carry.
Yeah, that was just, again, quarterback taking the ball, going to the left. I tell you what Xbox did on that time. He just went up and took it. He didn't wait for the block to come to him. He went up and caused the quarterback to cut it upfield, and then that allowed EJ and a couple of other guys to come in and make the play.
So it'll be a 3rd down and long. We'll say 3rd down and 9 for Treasure Coast. Atwell, pressure, out of the pocket. Ball's out. Avion Rippers has got it. 20, 15, or excuse me, to the 25. And Vero Beach with the ball.
Wow, I believe that was Xbox coming all the way around from the defense's right side, chases him down, and then comes from the big swipe on the right side, and was able to knock the ball loose right into Avion Rivers' hands. What a terrific play. The pursuit was amazing. Xbox coming all the way around, does a big swipe, ball comes out, pops right up into Avion, who actually, Effion Rivers, has played a little running back.
So here comes Tyler Aronson now, and the Indians are now with an opportunity big time here. Handoff's going to go to Hillsman, who's back in the ballgame. Shakes a couple tackles inside the 25 to about the 23.
And that was great. You had 2 running backs in there, and they faked the ball to the right, come back to the left. Little counter move, a little bit of Titan zone medicine.
So pick up 3, make it 2nd and 7. Clock is moving here, 4:07 and counting here in the third quarter. Vero leading by 1. That's a 3rd turnover for the Titans in this ball game. And look who's in at quarterback, E.J. White. White, keeper, up the middle. Ran right into a serious defensive wall.
Yeah, that's just Little same thing that Treasure Coast does. Just take you got your quarterback is going to be a running back. Means you've got one more guy to block. And didn't find the hole on that one at all, and it got stuffed.
So now you're looking at 3rd and 8. 3:19 and counting in this third quarter.
That was Coach just mixing things up a little bit.
Aronson rolling out right, looking downfield. He's going to try to run it to the 25 and just out of bounds.
Yeah, that was good pursuit by the Titans. They were able to push him out of bounds. Picked up a couple of yards, but it's still going to bring up a 4th down.
4th down and decision time. Do you go for this or you try another field goal?
Well, at this point, you're looking at about a 40-yarder. And I don't know if Coach is comfortable. I think the young man's got the leg for it.
And
you've got the wind. But Coach is going to take a few minutes and think about this one.
We'll take one as well. Timeout on the field at 3:06 here in the third quarter. Field goal try coming up, or maybe when we come back.
Geno's Nutrition Shop carries a wide selection of safe supplements for athletes no matter their age, especially regular gym goers. I'm Geno, and we love supporting the Fighting Indians. Our supplements work for muscle recovery, hydration, focus, immunity health, along with grab-and-go meals. At Geno's Nutrition Shop in Miracle Mile, our customers are family.
Hi, JW from Barker Air Conditioning. These hot and humid days sure do take a toll on your air conditioning system. Barker Air Conditioning offers our ESA annual or semi-annual maintenance plans to keep things in good working order. Barker Air Conditioning, servicing Indian River County since 1959.
This is Fighting Indians football, brought to you by Central Assembly.
Here we are in the third quarter, 3:06 to go. And Vero Beach trying to see if they can capitalize on another turnover by Treasure Coast. It's the third one tonight. Vero Beach staring at a 4th down and 6. They're going to go for it. Trips on the left side. Aronson stepping up in the pocket, trying to shake off some tackles, looking downfield, fires it, and it goes incomplete. Turnover on downs.
Boy, I tell you what, that was not for a lack of effort from Tyler Aronson. It looked like he was going to go down. He had pressure. He was able to get out of that. And then he was running to his right. Still got more pressure. And as he's getting hit going down, he tried to flip it to Hillsman, and he just was out of reach from Hillsman. Might have potentially had the first down if he was able to catch it. Not capitalized on that one, Paul.
No, we did not. So Titans will take the ball over at their own 23-yard line. Handoff through oh man, boys, that was almost a bust for Treasure Coast. Good play by Vero Beach. And is that RJ?
RJ Jones, who made the shoestring tackle.
Down on the field. He was trying to limp off and then just went down. Ooh.
He saved a big one on that one.
He sure did. Boy, that was almost
cramp.
That was almost race time.
Woof.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad it's a cramp only.
Yeah. So regardless of what happens tonight, Vero Beach heads back to the Citrus Bowl next Friday night to finish out the regular season. And it is Columbia out of Lake City that will be there. And game time, 7 o'clock. Of course, our coverage will begin at 6 p.m. with countdown to kickoff. And that'll wrap up the regular season. Playoffs, well, we'll talk more about that a little bit later on. Right now, by our best estimation, win or lose tonight, Vero Beach most likely is in the playoffs. Their strength of schedule and points are high enough to put them inside the top 8 and would put them in the bracket. Treasure Coast on 2nd and short, working the left side. Good stretch by the Fighting Indian defense, but good effort by the Titans as well, and that's going to be close to a first down.
They're going to give him a really good mark on this one, Paul. Yeah, it looks like close to a first down. Maybe they're not going to call it. But
they're going to say short, and it'll be 3rd down and inches. Tight formation. Now whistle. Going to stop play here.
Oh, he's going to say, now he's going to say first down. So they call third down, and then the ref on that side says, wait a minute. My eyes are better than your eyes. It's a first down. And as a coach, you want to go say something, but what?
Yeah, I mean it's inches here.
Yeah,
really,
and so at that point you say, hey, measure. Just
right.
call time
Just
and measure.
First down. Direct snap, right side, through the hole. Indians are hanging on for dear life. And into Vero territory down at the 39-yard line. Wesley and White making the tackle.
Well, what they were able to do right there, Paul, is they just flip the field regardless of what happens.
Yep. Clock moving here, 1:50 and counting. Titans now at the Vero Beach 39. Picked up 28 yards.
That's a couple plays that we've seen right now, Paul. Right off the left side, right off the tackle. They've been trying to go wide, but they found something that they like right up the middle.
Handoff right side and a cutback will get the Titans about a good 7-8 yards on that carry.
We had our linebacker, TJ Alford, coming up on the left side, and he was right there. He just couldn't make the play as it looked like he was in the right position and just a little bit of a one step off from a big loss. Instead, big gain.
So it is a 2nd down and 3 for Treasure Coast as they work their way to the Vero Beach 28-yard line. Counter play, left side, able to lunge inside the 30-yard line to the 29. Will be very close to a first down.
Yeah, they just start to the right, come back with a little counter play, or what they call inside reverse play, and they pick up another first down as he was able to just get enough yardage for that. This is classic Titans. This is what we were talking about pregame. This is what we've been talking about.
Final seconds of this third quarter are on us here as we hit 20 seconds remaining. First down and 10. Titans left side. And even when we catch them at the line of scrimmage, they still surge forward for about a 4 to 5 yard gain.
Man, we did a great job. Hendricks gets in there and makes the initial hit, but then gets dragged for 4 yards.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter of play here as Vero Beach had some opportunities here in this third quarter, but just could not capitalize. And then one bad snap inched Treasure Coast just that much closer. It's 10-9 as we head to the fourth quarter. This is Fighting Indians football.
Cafe 66, located on US 1 just south of 8th Street. At Cafe 66, our breakfast menu is all about variety. From biscuits and gravy to country fried steak and eggs to Nutella stuffed French toast. Our lunch and dinner menus have something for everyone, from barbecue platters to unique burgers. Our hours online at cafe66vero.com. We proudly support the Fighting Indians.
Hi, I'm Shelly, owner of Dog Training Elite Treasure Coast. Our family passion is to help the families that come to us create peace and harmony in the home with their beloved family dog. At Dog Training Elite, we're dedicated to helping our clients, along with their dogs, learn obedience, manners, or train to be service dogs. Any size and age, we can help. Online at dogtrainingeliteletreasurecoast.com. Go Indians!
Back here to start the fourth quarter, Paul Tipton, Matt Parrish, GT Parrish, Treasure Coast and Vero Beach. We're at South County Stadium, and as we enter the fourth quarter, Treasure Coast looking at a 2nd down and 7. It's going to be a reverse going to the right side to the 20, 15, still on his feet to the 10-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down for Treasure Coast, who finds themselves down by 1 here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you hand the ball going from the running back, going from the right to the left. He hands it back to the wing back coming the opposite way, and they seal us, and they get a good gain off the right side.
Picked up 18. They're down to the 11-yard line now of Vero Beach. Titans come to the line of scrimmage. in their tight formation. And we just gave them 5 yards.
That's crazy. It's they go into that set position, and we jump. Not sure if we've seen that yet tonight, Paul.
So it'll be 1st down and 5 as the ball now at the 6-yard line.
That's the fan coming out in me.
Treasure Coast on the direct snap inside the 5 to about the 3-yard line, maybe the 2.
Oh, high snap. Quarterback had to go up and grab that. And still got the surge. That's the difference. We're not, as the defense, we're just not getting the surge going the opposite way.
Second and short of the 3rd-yard line.
So it is a 2nd down. About 2nd and 2 for Treasure Coast. Direct snap off the right side. Surge has got him in the end zone.
Touchdown!
2-yard run.
Direct snap to the quarterback. He takes it off the right side, and black jerseys are in the end zone ahead of the quarterback who keeps the ball, and a touchdown Titans.
Yeah, that is George Roberts getting the score for the Titans.
And here they should go for 2.
So that puts them up by 5.
The cheat sheet says go for 2.
Kind of brings back memories of that one year where that's what Treasure Coast did on every touchdown. They went for 2, and we held them. On this one, push to the end zone line or to the goal line, and they did not get it. So, only a 5-point lead for the Titans, still with 10:41 to go in the 4th quarter. We'll have the Indians possession when we come back.
Hi, I'm Shelly, owner of Dog Training Elite, Treasure Coast. Our family passion is to help the families that come to us create peace and harmony in the home with their beloved family dog. At Dog Training Elite, we're dedicated to helping our clients, along with their dogs, learn obedience, manners, or train to be service dogs. Any size and age, we can help. Online at dogtrainingelite.treasurecoast.com. Go Indians!
Gino's Nutrition Shop carries a wide selection of safe supplements for athletes no matter their age, especially regular gym goers. I'm Gino, and we love supporting the Fighting Indians. Our supplements work for muscle recovery, hydration, focus, immunity health, along with grab-and-go meals. At Gino's Nutrition Shop in Miracle Mile, our customers are family.
77 yards, 7 plays, 2-yard run by Roberts. Treasure Coast now with the lead here in the 4th quarter, 15-10. That is your McCall Insurance Agency scoring drive as the Titans get set to kick off. This is going to be high, returnable at the 5. Fake on the reverse. And down around the 15-yard line is Griffin.
On the 6-yard line.
Yeah, once again, trying to run the reverse. And sometimes it works. Sometimes it's, by the time you're doing the reverse part, you give them a little extra time of getting down in the field. It worked for us last time. This one, it didn't fool anybody on the Titans. And they were able to pin us inside. Anytime you get inside the 20, that's a good defensive kickoff effort.
So far in this second half, Vero Beach has had the ball 3 different times. It has been 3 and out, and turnover on downs. Quick screen pass, right side for Roberts, and boy, Treasure Coast just blew that one up.
So, great job by the Titans. We're not going to take anything away from that. When you're running that screen route, it's a 2-on-2 out there. You get a blocker. Your quarterback's got to hit him on the upside field shoulder. And you're going to see it if you're watching the film. But for Radio Land, he doesn't. It's the backside. He has to come back for it a little bit, and it throws the timing off. You want to hit that up front shoulder so that when he catches it, he's going forward, not backward.
So big loss of 4. Make it 2nd down and 14. We're going to go with a 4-receiver set. 3 on the left side. Aronson steps up, fires, got a receiver. It's caught. Oh, Torres had his hands on it and then lost it. Now here comes a flag. They might get a targeting here.
Flag on the play. Near the
Yeah, I'd like to see that, but it's a post route coming in from Eddie Torres. See, the ball was in his hands. It's a great job by Tyler, who steps up in the pocket, throws a dime in there, and looks like the defender maybe came and elbow right to the back of the helmet.
And that'll do it. It doesn't always have to be helmet to helmet.
Yep. Tough play. That's it. It looks like a good defensive play.
I agree. We were watching the replay here. It's a bang-bang kind of play, and he just yeah. But we'll take the penalty. Get ourselves a little more breathing room here as we'll move inside past the 25 to about the 27-yard line.
Paul, that's our first down in the second half.
And it came on a penalty. Yeah. Well, thank you, Comfort Zone AC and Heating, for that.
27-yard line.
All right, from the 27, first down and 10. Handoff. Hillsman, just nothing there. Trying to muscle his way and maybe got a yard, and that's it.
Yeah, it's just a zone read, and we're incapable of getting to the one linebacker, and he's making the play. It's at second level. They're front three. They're running a 3-3 stack on the front, and so they'll bring up a guy sometimes, but that three is boogering us up so that the linebackers then have free reign right at the running back.
9:15, fourth quarter. It's 15-10. Treasure Coast with the lead. Second down and 9 for the Fighting Indians. Tyler's got time. Now rolling out right to his right. He's got some real estate, and he's going to work his way towards that marker, and he might have got himself a first down. By the spot, he's short.
I'm not sure why the spot's right there. Third and short, but from where we live, well, we're not there. So it from our angle, it looked like he actually had the ball, was way up front. But it's a great job by recognizing from Tyler. Just he was able to, break the rush and saw that he had some room.
Keeper by Aronson off the left side. He stretched out for it, and he's got the first down.
Yeah. What a great heads-up job by your senior quarterback to get our second first down.
Yeah, there you go. Hummingbird Care Services first down at the 39-yard line.
That play is good for an Indian
8:49, fourth quarter. Indians have really had a hard time in this second half.
Yeah, with all that, Paul, and we're only down 5 points.
Down 5 points, but having a hard time getting drives together. Boy, we really got to get moving here.
Yeah, he got 10 seconds on the clock. He's going to have to call a timeout here.
And will. Stop the clock at 8:21. Fourth quarter. Vero's down by 5.
Molinari Pools is a proud supporter of Fighting Indians football and Christian FM. A family-owned and operated business, the Molinari family, longtime members of this community. Joel Molinari, a former Fighting Indian, loves serving the Treasure Coast residents from pool cleaning to repairs to pool remodeling. Molinari Pools. Love people, love pools. 772-778-2633 or molinaripools.com.
A family business for 25 years, Total Golf Cart supports the Fighting Indians and their fans. They're the authorized club cart dealer and love to assist buyers to find the golf cart that best meets their needs. They offer both new and used club cars. And Total Golf Cart also has a full service department at 1140 South US 1 in Vero Beach or at TotalGolfCart.com.
All right, Vero took a timeout, talked some things over. First down and 10. At the 39-yard line, down by 5. Twin receivers on either side. Handoff's going to go Hillsman off the right side. And Jonathan runs into 3 defenders after about a 3.5 to 4 yard gain.
You know what? Unlike earlier in the year where Hillsman's been able to run and we see a gap like that, it closes up quick with the black jerseys from the Titans. I mean, we still picked up some good yardage on that. That's positive. What's that about? 4.5, 5 yards. But it just closes quick.
It sure does. 2nd and 6. Aronson looking. He's going to air it out. He's looking for his receiver downfield. And, there should have been a flag there for interference as he was looking for E.J. White. And no penalty. I mean, the guy pulled him down.
Wow, you had E.J. just beat the guy, and he drapes all over his shoulder, and there's not going to call. Oh, he was yanking on him. Oh, my goodness. It's right there. You got 2 refs to see that. There's only one football. He got 2 refs, and he yanks on his jersey at his shoulder pad and just pulls him back. That should have been a penalty.
Wow. Here we go on 3rd down. Aronson trying to set up a screen underneath. Boy, I just tell you what, they were just waiting for that. Treasure Coast saw it coming.
They've seen us run that screen. They've practiced us running that screen. Now you got 4th down, and you're on our side of the 50.
7:20 and counting, and you're down by 5. You almost have to go for this, Matt. I mean, do you think you can get the ball back again?
I would think so. You're kind of going to call a timeout. Oh no.
Well, they're lining up.
Or your quarterback can punt. Remember, the quarterback can always.
That's true. He's not. He's looking to throw.
Oh, there he is. Deep,
Tyler,
deep.
He's got him. Fire.
Oh.
And he just falls incomplete. Turnover on downs. 2nd time this half.
Well, sorry, Paul. Once again, I got excited. But Roberts is running down the by himself. If Tyler happens to see him, it's an easy touchdown. Instead, turnover on downs.
.651 left here in the 4th quarter. And now you're asking your defense to really step up here because you need another opportunity.
Well, what you have, Paul, is you got 6:51. You're going to get the ball back maybe one time, but you got to get a stop because that's all you're going to get is one more possession.
Direct snap. And then Vero Beach doing a great job of stacking it up, led by Montgomery in there.
You got McClinton and Montgomery. McClinton just coming. They just boogered the whole thing up with Dash Ferguson, everybody up front, and McClinton just coming.
Yeah, they lost a yard on the play. But clock continues to roll here. We're at 6.5.
It's already late. Please make sure that your ride is waiting for you at the conclusion of tonight's game.
And Titans will be very content to take as much time as possible here.
No doubt.
At 6:05. Handoff. Working the right side, trying to stretch it out. Good job as Xbox comes in and trips him up.
Well, I tell you what, did he trip him up with his hand or did he trip him up with,
I'm not saying.
Yeah, because you're allowed to trip him with your hand. If you throw your foot out there, which I'm thinking he did, it's called the old leg whip. If you beat me, yeah.
Timeout on the field. We'll take one as well. Vero Beach is down by 5 here in the 4th quarter. Downtown Dipper Ice Cream Shop on 14th Avenue in Vero Beach. Downtown Dipper is a step back in time to an old school ice cream shop, serving 24 flavors of hand-scooped ice cream. A family-owned and operated ice cream shop. Open Tuesday through Sunday and closed on Mondays. Thanks to Downtown Dipper for supporting Christian FM and the Fighting Indians.
Durfee's Heating and Cooling, a longtime friend and supporter of Christian FM. Durfee's Heating and Cooling offers air conditioning repairs, maintenance, and new installations. Family owned and operated, serving the Treasure Coast area. Durfee's Heating and Cooling, 772-971-5884.
All right, out of the timeout here, Vero Beach's defense is going to try to see if they can hold Treasure Coast here. Titans looking at a 3rd and 8. They're going to send 2 receivers to the left side. Receiver's going to go in motion, play action, looking to pass. Got a receiver. It's caught. And a big first down. The Treasure Coast gets down to the 15.
Well, he just went right up the gut. You had a play action, and great job on the throw. Hits him right in the stomach, and comes from the slot position, comes right through, right up the seam.
So now
that one's going to be tough, Paul, because we needed to stop because if they score, the chances of us getting 2 possessions is good.
Mathematically just about impossible.
If we can hold them to field goal, obviously, then we can go and get 2 points and tie the game.
All right, so first down at the 15. Titans will just sit and wait and let the clock continue to roll here. Another direct snap off the right side. We'll get to about the 13-yard line.
So the 40-second clock starts. As soon as that whistle blows, the 40-second clock starts. So you're going to get this ball.
About 4:10.
Yeah. Then we got a timeout from the referee. It looks like they're going to take McClinton out.
Let's check in. GT.
Right there you had the referee. The kid came up a little bit late. The referee blew the whistle, said, hey, you got to get out, son. I think you're more injured than you're letting on. So protecting the kid here, that's why they blew the whistle. Lenny, we all watched Lenny all over the years. He can be pretty up and down on the field. He walked up and down to every single player after that and said, hey, everybody's in this game. I want everybody in this game right now. He walked up and down the sidelines.
Second down. Titans just sitting and waiting. They were looking for that signal from the official. There's a 10-second signal. Little counter play off the left side. And we'll get to the end zone for the score. This time it's Scott on the carry.
A little inside reverse. That's what they did. Counter, reverse, whatever you want to call it. You start off going to the left, and you just hand the ball back over to the right, and we had no one there. And blocking, you've got the guard that comes around. He's pulling around, seals the deal.
That makes it 21-10. Titans will go for 1 here. The Leon set for the extra point try. And it is up and through the uprights. It makes it 22-10 with 4:21 remaining in the fourth quarter.
Thanks to Longevity Rehab Centers in Vero Beach and Sebastian, owned by locals whose mission is to help heal those who are hurting with a goal of getting them back to a productive life. Longevity Rehab has built a reputation of trust with their clients from the top down, offering both physical and massage therapy designed to restore, relieve, or maintain a healthy lifestyle. Blue Cross Blue Shield, Humana, Cigna, United Healthcare, Health First, Medicare, and most insurances are accepted. LongevityRehab.com.
Christian FM thanks Paris Family Chiropractic for their support. Dr. Matt Paris is a longtime resident of Vero Beach and a former quarterback for the Fighting Indians. Just like our Fighting Indians work hard for the win, Dr. Paris works hard for a patient's well-being. From proper alignment to good nutrition, Dr. Paris helps patients achieve the win. Paris Family Chiropractic, when the spine is in line, everything is fine. 299-4649 or parisfamilychiro.com. Titans got a score, lead 22-10. Now they kick off to Vero Beach. This will go into the end zone. So, Vero Beach, after the turnover on downs, gave the ball back to the Titans at our own 45-yard line. And the Titans were able to go 4 plays, 45 yards, a 14-yard run by Scott. And it's now 22-10 with 4:21 to go in the fourth quarter.
Paul, we've had guys open.
Yeah.
And we've got the speed and we've got the personnel to do this. We can get a quick score. And we can maybe do an onside or something to that nature to try to get the ball back.
Well, we'll see what the offense, who's really not been able to do much of anything this second half. Aronson, he's looking to throw. He's going to air it out. He's looking for his receiver, Williams, and he just a little off target.
We've watched Tyler year these last 2 years, and he's probably the young man that has the strongest arm that we've seen. He's got the ability. On the long balls is where he struggles, and I don't know if it's because his arm's so strong or whatever, but like that one, you just got to give your guy a shot. Roberts had a step on him, just got to give him a shot.
Second down and 10, 4:14. Clock stops on the incomplete. Aronson firing downfield, and he's just going to throw this one away.
So we got 5 guys blocking 3 Titans, and they get through. The numbers are on our favor that they should not be able to get through. And when they do get through, you're going to have a frustrated coach.
So 4:08. Clock is stopped again on the incomplete, and it's a 3rd down and 10 for Vero Beach. Down 22-10. Vero on 3rd down. Pass is going to be caught by Simmons right around the 30-yard line, so that'll be enough for a 1st down. Clock will stop at 4:02.
Well, Simmons was the hero in the first half. He was catching those balls. They're dropping deep. Yeah. He just hits the out. He is able to get it.
Picks up 11. They'll mark it at the 31-yard line. Hillsman in the backfield. 4 receivers set. Aronson looking to fire on the right side. Roberts has got it.
Oh. He said he's out of bounds.
And out of bounds, so it'll be 2nd down and 10.
Man, that is such a that throw is incredible. He's basically on the left hash, and he's throwing it all the way across on a deep out to Roberts, and actually out of bounds. That is that's a big time throw. I mean, we didn't complete it, but man.
So clock is stopped at 3:56. 2nd down. Tyler's got time. He's going to fire as he got hit as he let it go, and it was picked off. And that will certainly seal the deal. And Treasure Coast looking to regain the district title. The game they lost a year ago at Vero Beach in overtime with a field goal, 10-7. They are looking to atone for that with a 22-10 lead here with still 3:45 to go in this 4th quarter.
Yeah, he kind of ran the same route. He was trying to get that. He just got pressure, and he got hit as he was throwing the ball. And their guy just went right over our guy and was able to intercept the ball, Paul. But, we got 2 timeouts, I believe. And, if we get a stop, we're going to have to use the timeouts and see if we can't get the ball back.
At 37, 1st down and 10. Keeper on the right side to the 35-yard line, so about a 2, maybe 3-yard gain.
And timeout.
Timeout taken by Vero. Stops it at 3:38. So Vero Beach will have to rebound and get ready for their last home game of the season next week against Lake City, Columbia. That'll be at the Citrus Bowl. Game time 7 o'clock. Our coverage will begin at 6 p.m. with countdown to kickoff. And then we have to kind of see exactly where Vero Beach might line up in the playoff bracket. Their points are high enough that they'll be in the top 8.
Well, we'll have to look, Paul, as the Lake City game. It might come down to that, where if that'll be our if we don't win that would give us 3 losses, and with our strength of schedule not being that great, that could knock us out.
That's true.
Next week could be a do or die for Vero Beach as far as the playoff run goes.
That's a good point. Titans line up again for 2nd down and 8. Little counter play off the left side.
Yeah, we've seen that.
And that'll get them to the 25-yard line or close to it. And that should be enough for a first down.
So we've only got one timeout left. And so when you've got 3:24 to go, that's pretty much going to do it because you get a stop here, you're going to call your timeout. And then after that, they can just run the clock.
Indeed. Winding down to the last 3 minutes of this ball game. Titans will get here. They just got the signal from the official, 10 seconds. Direct snap off the right side to the 30, to the 22-yard line.
And coach is not going to call a timeout. He's going to let this one go.
Yeah.
And let's see.
We'll say 23-yard line. And
maybe if they get the stop here.
Possibly.
Yeah. They get the stop, call a timeout. You could technically get the ball back, but you're still 2 scores down.
Right, 3rd and 7 coming up for Treasure Coast. Counter play. Oh, wow. Griffin comes in with a big hit. I think he's tired of seeing that counter play.
And, yeah, that's exactly right. And you just want to say, man, that would have been nice a couple plays ago.
Yeah, like a quarter ago.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, my.
So it'll be 3rd down for Treasure Coast. Clock is at 1:45 and counting. So even if they don't get this, I mean, Vero's going to have very little time here. And now timeout's going to be taken by Treasure Coast to talk some things over. Stops the clock at 1:26. Well, Matt, we knew this was going to be a battle. I mean, this was not a big surprise. Treasure Coast is a good team. They've played some very competitive football this season. And, hey, you got to tip your hat where it's due. And, you know, Treasure came out tonight, and they've played a solid ball game. And Vero Beach, just too many mistakes. I mean,
you know, Paul, and I will say that as far as Treasure Coast goes, this was a sloppy game for
it was.
They're going to get the win.
Yeah.
But when you look, they had a fumble, and then they had a fumble. Mm-hmm. Right? They usually don't do that.
Right.
They don't turn the ball over. So we were able to get 3 turnovers from them, and typically Vero's going to get 3 turnovers against Treasure Coast. That's turn out the lights for us. But when you say we don't capitalize on that, that's when you get a field goal on the 1. And then another one, you don't get anything. And then I think you might have gotten the plus 47, but it was just we weren't able to capitalize.
And on this play here, keeper off the right side. And we'll tackle inside the 20-yard line to about the 18-yard line. So it'll be 4th down and 2, maybe 3. With 66 seconds to go.
Yeah, coach is choosing not to call a timeout or anything right now, it looks like. So 4th down. Let's see if we can get a stop.
So coming up, we'll have the Roy Bell Grading Services post-game show here. Get some final thoughts on tonight's game and then get set for next week when we're back at home to take on Lake City, Columbia. Down to the 38 seconds.
Just got take another timeout.
Take a timeout. Stop it at 32 seconds here.
Paul, Lake City's they're 4-4. They're 3-0 in their district, but they're 4-4 overall. I haven't checked out their schedule as far as the quality of opponents that they've played, but being 3-0, see they're probably playing their maybe potential district championship game the same as us tonight. And if they don't get the win, then it's going to be probably the same thing for them. Like they need to come down to Vero, get a win to get in. Mm-hmm. And I'm pretty, I mean, without looking at the numbers, we can't afford to lose to Lake City and think that we can get in.
No, it'll be tight. It will definitely be very, very, very tight because of the fact that, unfortunately, our strength of schedule this year did not work out the way we had hoped.
Well, coming into the season, too, we thought, man, we have Miami Northwestern, we have Seminole.
So on 4th down, and Treasure Coast moved. That was very odd looking.
That was. And a second, and 1 second went off the clock.
Like, so 31 seconds to go here. They're just trying to, I guess, I don't know. I mean, you're not going to take a knee here. I mean,
yeah.
Be that counter play again off the left side to the 20, back to about the 18-yard line, and that'll be turnover on downs.
All right, let's see what Coach draws up here with 25 seconds to go and down 12 points.
Get that 12-point play?
Let's see. All right, if we can get a long one here, we score. That'll probably take about 10 seconds. You get the onside kick. And then you get another long play. Oh. So you're saying there's a chance.
Yeah, right, yeah. All right. We're at our own 19-yard line. 25 seconds to go. Down by 12. Going to line up 3 receivers on the right, a single to the left. Tyler steps up in the pocket. Going to fire downfield looking for Torres, and that'll go incomplete. Clock will stop at 19 seconds.
Yeah, there was really nowhere to throw. They're covering the one guy that's going deep. And, right now it's a matter of, hey, let's not get anyone hurt. Let's just try to get out of this thing.
True.
I think the thing that we're going to look at, Paul, too, is the fact that they were able to rush 3 guys and put pressure on our quarterback.
Second down for Vero Beach at their 19 with 19 seconds to go. Tyler has time, pointing, looking downfield, fires, and will go incomplete. He was looking for Hillsman.
But right there, the offensive line did a great job.
They did an awesome job.
Plenty of time. He was directing traffic in the back. He had all day.
11 seconds to go.
It's tough. It's tough. It's always tough to come down in here and come away with a win. But had opportunities, though, Paulie.
And that play will go dead here as Tyler on a keeper and lost his helmet there. A little upset. Felt like it got ripped off his head. And so Treasure Coast will win the ball game 22-10 and earn the district championship for District 12. We'll step aside. Roy Bell Grading Services Postgame Show is up next. This is Fighting Indians Football. A proud sponsor of the Fighting Indians and Christian FM, serving Vero for over 35 years. Caps offers Italian cuisine, including pizza, strombolis, calzones, hot and cold subs, plus wings. A family-owned and operated business, John and his staff are happy to serve. Caps Pizza and Pub, 725 27th Avenue Southwest, Vero Beach, 772-770-2277 or capspizzamenu.com.
Cafe 66, located on US 1 just south of 8th Street. At Cafe 66, our breakfast menu is all about variety. From biscuits and gravy to country fried steak and eggs to Nutella stuffed French toast. Our lunch and dinner menus have something for everyone, from barbecue platters to unique burgers. Our hours online at cafe66vero.com. We proudly support the Fighting Indians.
Smart, stylish, fly, these are the words of Dapper. Joey's Downtown Dapper, a barbershop that provides more than haircuts. They provide a fun experience with a local flavor. Owner Joey Lucchini is a lifelong resident of Vero Beach, loves supporting local charities, youth sports, and Fighting Indians football. Joey's Downtown Dapper, 2005 14th Avenue, downtown Vero Beach, a supporter of Christian FM.
Since 1980, the Village Beach Market has been that local store on the beach filled with friends that always has something for everyone. And we've been Fighting Indian fans for generations. From fresh baked goods to prepared foods to chef-inspired lunches and dinners, our slogan says it best, simply better. We're online at villagebeachmarket.com.
HBS Glass is a proud supporter of Fighting Indians Athletics and Christian FM. Since 1973, HBS Glass has served homeowners, architects, and contractors in the Vero Beach area. HBS Glass offers hurricane impact windows and doors. HBS Glass, 722 3rd Place or hbsglass.com. Thanks to HBS Glass.
Welcome to the Fighting Indians postgame show presented by Roy Bell Grading Services.
Well, it's not how you would want it to go if you're a Vero Beach Fighting Indians fan, as Vero Beach loses tonight 22-10 to Treasure Coast, and the Titans have earned a district title, so congratulations to Coach Irv Jones and the Treasure Coast Titans. Well-fought ball game tonight. Vero Beach, had its opportunities, Matt. I mean, look, the defense had 3 takeaways, fumble recoveries. But the offense just could not capitalize when they needed it the most.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. And, we got a young offense. So I think we've got 5, maybe even 6 guys that are underclassmen that aren't seniors. We're going to lose some. We'll lose our quarterback, who's obviously the leader out there. But, you just saw some of the mistakes that some of the young guys were making, and we just couldn't, like you said, we couldn't capitalize, whether it was missing blocks, misassignments, or whatever it happened. It just didn't work out. And sometimes you just don't click. And when you come down here to the Titans, you got to be clicking. When you come down south, you got to be clicking. We talked about you got to be that much better. We just weren't tonight.
Yeah, so now it paints an interesting scenario for next week as Vero Beach returns home for the season finale against Lake City, Columbia. Now, Columbia, like you said, I think is 4-4. They're fighting probably for a district title tonight. That's pretty much the scenario for everybody this week, is finishing up district competition this week. So if they don't win their district, they're looking for a way to get into the playoffs and fight for whatever they got to do. So it will be an interesting battle next week between Vero Beach and Lake City, Columbia. Vero Beach, yeah, I agree with you, Matt. I mean, 3 losses would be a pretty tough scenario for Vero Beach, given the fact of their strength of schedule right now. That's the big factor right now. And for those of you who don't know, I mean, the rankings are put together by your strength of schedule. And Vero Beach, interesting enough, when we looked at this schedule, we thought that this strength of schedule would be absolutely better than it was last year. Now, last year, we had an unbelievable strength of schedule. We stayed very at the top of the pyramid, so to speak, throughout the entire season. This year, we're in the middle of the pack, thankfully, because we've been winning games, but our strength of schedule is very poor, and that's just because, some of the competitors you have on your schedule just did not win a lot of games this year.
And that's how it works. Miami Northwestern, typically they're going to give you 10 wins. They're going to be 8-7, and they play a great strength of schedule. They're not winning this year.
No.
Seminoles had a few losses, but they're one of our better opponents. Centennial last year made the playoffs. Centennial hasn't won a game this year. Fort Pierce Central is taking a beating this year.
Yep.
And so when you look at the guys that typically had some wins, they haven't.
Yeah, Wellington, Palm Beach Gardens.
Yeah.
I think Palm Beach Gardens, is like right around 500. So, it's all of these teams that when you looked at them on paper from a year ago, you go, wow, this is a really competitive schedule. This will definitely help you. And it really hasn't turned out that way. Now, you can't excuse the fact that Vero Beach, this is a game you really needed to have, and you didn't get it.
We saw it. Now, Paul, not that it comes down to one player, but we just saw the impact of one player when Matt Bacon went out tonight. What happened on that defense? Because you had to to move some guys around, and what they had to do. They had a solid game plan coming in with Bacon and his ability to rush and just his energy that he brings, and especially for the Titans. When he went down and we had to switch up some of the personnel, you could just see it just wasn't quite the same.
Yep.
And a lot of those reverses are going right into Bacon.
Yeah.
And then it doesn't go anywhere.
It doesn't.
So that's it was a big loss. Hopefully that young man, he wished the best for him, and hopefully he comes back, and hopefully the hamstring, it's not as bad as we're. Because we're going to really need him if we want to do something next week and in the playoffs.
All right, so the final tale of the tape, the Durfee Heating and Cooling final stats for tonight. Vero Beach finishes with 158 yards of total offense to the 301 of Treasure Coast, and that's just enough said right there. I mean,
let's go home.
Yeah. I mean, because in the turnovers, I mean, it was even.
Yeah.
I mean, so it really just boiled down to they had more yardage and they obviously scored more points than we did. So, again, I can't say enough about Treasure Coast and tip our hat to them. And they played a good ball game and they earned the win. So that means next week Vero Beach has got their work cut out for them against Lake City, Columbia, and we'll see what happens.
That's right.
All right. Well, it's always a pleasure working with you and GT. And I want to thank our executive producer for Christian FM Sports, John Hamilton, our director and field engineers, Jesse Kriske, our studio engineers, Jacqueline Tipton, video directors, Jay Kendall, along with Brian Lewis. Our cameras tonight were Keegan Ingram and Ian Salvatore. Want to thank Don Dexter for doing our stats, and GT being on the sidelines, Matt up here with me in the booth. And next week, we'll be back in full force, looking for seeing you there at the Citrus Bowl. Game time, 7 o'clock. Our coverage begins at 6 p.m. Thanks for joining us. As always, good night, God bless, and go Indians.